And now we're live. Did we all like the increased drama of the landing screen, by the way?
Well, the rain.
And the better music.
Yeah, the music, I was going to say, the music is very dramatic.
Which will absolutely get copyright struck, because it is like the title music from Diablo 3.
That's what you want for your the start of your finale.
Well, I've already said I've not gone farting around with Kevin MacLeod music for the finale. Experience trumps minimal ad spend. Although I did get an email the other day saying that YouTube had sent me £100. Well, like £98. It's like, oh, okay, very nice. So, welcome. Yeah, everybody put a long rest on yourself. Well, only Bartandalis is left to.
I didn't. Could you just tell me not to? I will do now.
Cora. Oh, do you know what? It came up underneath Halvor's. Bartandalis had sent you Eyes of the Beheld. And now Bart is taking a long rest. So, how many chat points can I spend to get a TPK going? None. Just keep watching. Yeah.
Save your money.
Save your money. So we were at the. Oh gosh, should have disabled Scene Packer. Everyone's got Scene Packer on it now. You had arrived in the evening at the winery, and we had said that you wanted to speak with the Martikovs in character about recruiting them, or a number of them, to the final attack on Ravenloft. I also don't.
Maybe it's time for me to finally make my advances on Muriel. Muriel, we may only have tonight.
God. If I'd known I could have put this in my tweet, we'd have got like twice as many viewers. So yeah, unfortunately, as you remember, the map for the winery is shagged, and I didn't want to remake it just for this. So so we had some of the Martikovs, who you were, if you remember, Adrian and Elvir were outside, sort of overseeing the crop, it would seem.
Can I just check? It might be a little bit quieter, but is this still picking me up okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to move my mic out of the way a little bit so I've got a bit more room. Okay, I'm good.
Are you planning on getting overexcited?
What do you mean planning on? No, for when we go to Ravenloft, I already have my pad open on a double page for drawing where the hell we are.
Or mad maps that are boredom. So yes, you were, I think that's all of them. Oh, let's not forget.
Angelo.
Yeah, boy. So yeah.
My boy.
Mordenkainen, after confirming that you were staying the night here, weren't you? Or were you planning on... Yep. He bamfs off. Back through his little portal. And leaves you heading up to the very familiar breakfast room, I was about to say. The breakfast room in the Wizard of the Wine's winery, where you have, on many occasions, eaten with the Martikovs, and May this one last time.
Modern kind of bumps back in, takes a sausage and bumps back up again.
He's mastered the powers of a multiverse just to nick Scran. Halvor's reloading already.
No, it's just our screens don't match. I moved Cora over on top of Muriel. Funny joke. And Halvor still has me apparently trying to hump Muriel. So, you know.
Well, I first did it because it was paused for me and not for her, and I couldn't move.
Oh, now I'm moving on my own.
No, you did it when I was reloading, and now it's wrong. Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay. So. The Martikovs look at you expectantly. Adrian has led you up there and has assembled his family. They say it's nearly time.
We have days to prepare before we meet Ismark Kalyanovich. the Burgomaster of Barovia. He's bringing a small force where we intend to try and cause something of a distraction. And then I stop and look around in the air. I'm like, I don't know how much we can say and how much is going to get overheard.
I think that, to be honest, our intentions are probably already well known.
Well, not while we're discussing our... That's saying that, though. Any plans that we said to Ismark could have been heard now, couldn't they? We kept them all private in
Morton Cannon's place.
See, this is the thing, I don't know how it works, because I did all the speaking, and I have the non-detection thing. So if I'm speaking, like, even if somebody else is nearby me and they're being scryed on, am I not just, like, a void in the scrying?
Make an Arcana check. See if you know. You would know through study that when you are non-detectable, you cannot be seen and you cannot be heard. You are effectively just like a block of static in anyone else's divination. So absolutely, things that you have, things that you are doing. If you were writing something, it would be, and the scrying orb happened to be behind you. It could be seen. People who you were with can be heard reacting to you and can be seen, unless obviously you're expanding the radius of it. Really wish I hadn't made everybody repeat my plans back to me to confirm they understood what I was saying.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean everything was said to Ismark, so it's like going to be the most pointless.
Well, now he's going to go and say everything else to all his mates as well, isn't he?
Oh yeah, this is it. Strahd just sits there watching Ismark now.
But, I mean, we could have just been there like, oh, stay where you are, don't do anything, we don't want you to get hurt.
Why do you keep winking at me? Yeah, maybe the best said, the less said the better. But what do you need from us? Where do you need us? And when? That's all we need to know.
Yeah, might not work as much of a distraction, but at least it'll be forces divided. We're starting a front assault on Ravenloft, over the bridge. Some of us will go that way, some of us will head round the back.
We want to give you all the opportunity to not come. You shouldn't feel there's an obligation. We know that this is not necessarily your fight.
Elvira scowls and sort of kicks a little idly under the table for a moment, and you see Stefania gives him the briefest pat on the shoulder. Davian notices it but doesn't seem to give it any sort of over response and looks at you all and says, Elvira and Stefania have been told they'll stay here. But myself, Adrian and Muriel will be at this bridge with you.
And you, Caspin?
He looks over to Bartandalis and waits to be told what his fate will be.
I can stay here as a shit.
Since you became the young Baron, you haven't had much time to make your own decisions, whether under your mother and father or since you got here. It's up to you whether you go. I came into Barovia looking for you. I've done everything I could to try and keep you safe. But I'll be honest, I don't know what's going to happen at Ravenloft. I don't know if we manage to defeat Strahd, what happens. I don't know if there'll be time for us to come and find you. We could be swept out of this plane wherever we are in an instant.
Then I should come with you then. You have risked your lives to help me. I should do the same. And as you say, when you are successful, if you are ejected from this place and taken back home, and I myself remain here, I imagine that would be frustrating after your exertions.
I think in terms of the fight, it's probably initially going to be more dangerous on the bridge. We don't know what kind of forces there are going to be. But it's probably going to be more dangerous with where we're at inside. I think you would at least be best staying with Davian and the rest of the family to begin with. The plan is that we will make an assault. We'll make an assault on the castle. Once we've reached the upper ramparts.
Do you really want to be saying all this?
I feel like I can say it, as long as you don't repeat it back to me. I suddenly feel like...
Makes sense.
I'll tap the amulet.
Yep.
Considering who he's likely to be looking at and where else other people could potentially go, Cora says, trying to be cryptic, maybe we split up and share out the tasks to be achieved differently.
Isn't that what you've already... That's what you already decided, isn't it?
I'm trying to get maybe someone unexpected goes up to try and get the heart.
I am going to use... I'm going to use the mental barrier aspect and expand 2 charges to do a 15-foot radius, which presumably will cover the room that we're in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it'll expand, and as I'm kind of like touching it, I guess everybody sees like
Okay,
a slight glow
now.
on the raven, on the holy symbol. So
we can speak freely for a time. We have an hour.
He might be more use than we originally thought. If Strahd and his henchmen aren't looking for us, aren't looking for him, if his focus is on us, which it should be, he might be of more use than we expect.
Who's this? Caspin?
Yeah, if you're going to come with us.
Oh, what's...
I think we need to get a message to Ismark. We've been very vocal about what we're going to do. I think we might need to change the plan up somewhat.
What do you think about trying to use our forces in a different way?
I think we still need to make the frontal assault.
I agree. I think that we should try and make it as likely as possible that we're the ones for us to be the target, and that would make the obvious solution to be the frontal assault and us trying to get in a different way. But if we had a third option, I don't think he'd see that coming.
Maybe not, but I think sending anyone else away from the group is practically suicide.
What is with the plan that you locked in last week? Had you considered, Halvor, what you want to do about Rhymefang? Because if your spider stolen... Pardon?
We were going to go for the owls, weren't we?
No, you were going to spider around. I mean, it's the same thing. It makes no odds, but I thought after owls, because you wanted to sneak for some reason, I thought I had it in mind, but you settled on using spiders to spider climb around the cliff and come up. Because originally you were talking about Ez making the climb, weren't you? Obviously, an owl could carry Rhymefang, but I just can't imagine. I can't see how a giant spider.
I made him to hold on to a spider.
No, we hadn't. Had we settled on spider? I thought we were going with owls anyway.
Either owl's fine.
I thought owls was the answer, and then we could have one owl taking someone up to the tower.
We have the option. We've made it very vocal to Ismark that at least ourselves are going to be heading around the back.
If we're worried that our current plan has been leaked. Maybe this is a solution to that.
Maybe we all just go straight through the front. If he's divided his forces to try and contend with us that are going through the back, then whoever he sends up front is going to be even weaker if we're there as well.
That's not a terrible idea.
Repeat that.
You could certainly try.
What was that plan? Sorry, that point.
That we all just go through the front now that hopefully
Storm it.
now that Strahd thinks that our core group were going to go through the back.
He might not know.
Well, I think we've said enough out loud, and Ismark will be telling everybody that, and we've kind of spoke about what we were going to do.
Unless he's scrying the right place at the right time.
I mean, he's always been following us, right?
Hmm.
So when he scries, it's like a constant low-level scry, regardless if he's actually paying attention?
No, I think he kind of like starts it and stops it. Like he has to decide when he's listening in, which is why when we're in modern times,
if he's looking or listening,
and if he's looking, yeah. And this is the thing, we don't know. We've been very vocal about the plan that we are going to do. So if he was listening, then he knows that the distraction that we were making at the front was a distraction to buy us time to go in the back. If it is now, and if he did hear that and he accounted for it, and he was going to send more forces, divide them slightly, then it would be something more of a surprise if we now did go to the front with everybody else, right? This is hard because there's a part of me that is very much like, I really don't like pulling the rug out under the DM last second.
There are things that I will go, no, sorry. So far we're okay, but there are things where I will be like, I might have to be like, no, it's got to be what you said last week because prep's been done.
Okay, I'm happy with all the. I think we're happy with the character. I think everybody just goes through the front. I think we all just go through the front and we have a big standoff on the front. It's going to make sure that more of the people are safe, I guess. We can take like a big, massive brunt of the forces first. And
even more of us in one AoE. Efficient.
And even more of us to get targeted by any small area spell.
But even more of them that we can AoE, because I don't think other than Davian, potentially anybody else can AoE. So we could take on a mob.
But isn't it also the case that we thought that half of them would be split, so...
Well, no, it was just our group, and then everybody else was going together through the front.
Okay, so we're going with full frontal.
I looked at Halvor and Cora. Only because I don't want to spend the rest of this session trying to come up with the third plan.
Well, what did you think about the plan of sending Caspian or undetermined, unthreatening person away from us to try and get the heart?
I think someone's been watching a bit too much Lord of the Rings recently. I'm joking. There's no such thing as too much.
I don't think.
I don't watch The
would
Hobbit
make it.
now again.
I think Caspian, if the moment Caspian steps away from the group, he will die.
Okay, not Caspian. Muriel. Someone that is unexpected and unthreatening to Strahd.
I think in Ravenloft. I think once we're in Ravenloft. I mean, are we saying this in character? Are you suggesting that Muriel goes and gets the heart on her own?
Yes.
Okay. Then...
Just to confirm, the heart that you don't know exactly what the nature of it is whatsoever.
We thought it was in the tower, though, right?
I mean, it could be the tower. We don't know. We don't know what it is.
I mean, Muriel's a pretty competent person. I would
You
trust
saying this
her.
in character, Cora?
Yes, I am saying it in character. Muriel is competent, and I believe in her. I think we should give the chance for her to help us, and I think it's got a good chance.
What exactly does I need to do?
She can't hear us, can she?
Yes,
She's
everybody
with
can hear
you.
us, which is in the room.
Well, no, I thought that you by extending your thing, it was just talking between us now.
No, everybody in this room. So we're
everyone on
saying
this
this
scene,
plan
yeah.
collectively. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone you
I
can see
see.
on the screen at the moment is with you and can hear you.
Okay.
So would you have therefore worded it a bit less clinically?
I would have been less. Oi,
Yeah,
Muriel, get up in that tower, bitch.
Yes. What did you need me to do?
We were thinking you're not necessarily an obvious target for Strahd, but we know how strong you can be. You might be the perfect person to try and find the heart for us, whatever that might be. We know that there's a tower up there. We know that it's up there, or we suspect. How would you feel about a solo mission to try and find it?
Davy and Adrian look uncomfortable, but seem to know better than to speak for it. If that's what you think I should do, then I will.
Bartendless Halvor, what do you think?
I think it's a risk. I think it could potentially pay off really well, or it could be a waste of a helpful ally.
I think that there's massive risk for all of us, but the sooner that heart is destroyed, the better the chances for everybody.
What does it do?
We think it supplies his strength, but we're not even sure what form it takes. Do you have any way of detecting magic, or are you not that capable in terms of spells?
Only a couple of little tricks. You've seen them yourself.
I suspect that we might need Bartendless's magic. Although for what, I'm not yet sure.
I would happily go with Muriel and try and detect the problem, but I think that as soon as I leave, he's going to know there's something wrong.
I don't think there's going to be an inch of Ravenloft where Strahd doesn't know what's happening.
But if Muriel were to leave our group before the attack, I hope that he might be preoccupied enough.
It is a risk. I don't know.
Is one extra person in our entourage more of a benefit than a potential way to get rid of the heart? It doesn't have to be Muriel, if you have someone better in mind.
I think it's a suicide mission for anybody to be on their own in Ravenloft.
I think it's a suicide mission going in anyway.
Well, that much is true. But I feel together we're stronger. Divided we'll fall.
I've heard that before.
Yeah. I
For
wrote it.
example, if it's guarded, then it will be one person against whatever guards it.
So, to make a decision, folks?
Well, you know my vote.
I think everybody stays together until we know more about it. If we find out exactly what the heart is and we at least feel like it's something we can recover, then it might be an option.
By then it'll be too late. He'll know he'll be with us. We've lost the element of surprise.
I don't think that we could count out splitting up once we're inside. It's potentially useful.
No, I don't. I agree. I don't think that we shouldn't split up once we're inside, but if he doesn't know that Muriel is going to be with us.
I look to Esmeralda. You managed to get in once. How did you get in unnoticed?
As I said about 5 minutes ago in character, climbing around the edge. I know, it's at Modern Cans, wasn't it? I spent a long time climbing and I got in unnoticed. But I think he wasn't as interested back then, so he was not looking. He'd still only just found Irina. Van Richten has always had a theory. I think truly this is why he has not revealed himself to us so far. When Strahd is bored, when his rage and his cruelty has no target, he believes he will sleep again. He says that all of the long-lived ones fall into such a way. Irina being here, and now you, us, has given him a target for his vengeance, his malice. I feel in my heart Van Richten expects us to fail and to die. I think he is deliberately hiding, not out of fear, but with an expectation that if we succeed, then we succeed. If we fail, Strahd after a time may fall into his reverie once again, and then Van Richten will try to strike.
I think you'll see our attempts as foolish and futile.
Perhaps not entirely, but he will immediately think of what the plan after the plan should be. I think that is why he does not show himself.
Then perhaps we just let him know what's happening and when. And then he can make his own decision if he comes and helps us. Would we act without him? If he turns up, then it's a benefit and an extra ally. And if not, well, then he's made his case.
She nods. So, the Martikovs who are taking part, and Caspian, agree that they will conveniently, for VTT purposes, join with you at the bridge outside Ravenloft on the appointed day.
Cheers, guys.
With all the fancy equipment that we've given them.
Yes.
By the way, you got any diamonds?
They still don't.
Shit.
You've asked every time you turn, you all got any more of them? No! No, we don't. There's a little plastic placard like outside saying no soliciting for diamonds.
They might have found some while we were away, who knows?
The emerald just starts growing diamond trees.
That would be handy.
Nice.
Yeah. So you had stuff you wanted to do in Vallaki that has been done. The stuff that you've discussed
Search for diamonds.
over in the Discord. No, you literally didn't say. We're not.
Say that!
Nope. You didn't in the place that I said to. Not talking about that anymore. It ain't happening. There has been no truffle hunting for diamonds that are just lying on the floor around Barovia. Dog walk is not canon, I'm afraid. Although shame on Alex for not repeating it. He only repeats what you say. So you are diamondless, but you have 11 healing potions that you gained in the space of 5 minutes last week. I think perhaps you don't realise what a fucking boon that is.
I do, but at the end of the day, if someone's dead, they're dead, aren't they?
If someone's dead, then we can resurrect one person. If two people die, it's game over for all of us, right?
Well, yeah, which is why if one person dies, we try to bring them back.
Just wait till you see Strahd's in his diamond slippers when you meet him.
No, we'll just be like, oh, sorry, stop the combat. I just need to go and give someone a healing potion so they don't die. Ready? Okay, start again.
I mean, we've literally done that throughout the entire campaign, keeping people alive when they've been dropped to 0 hit points, putting potions in their mouths.
Yeah, but we're going to be in Ravenloft trying to fend off.
Ravenclaw, you say Ravenclaw. We're going to be in Hogwarts.
Yeah. That's where my heart is. What can I say?
So, you would be staying at... Definitely a Slytherin. You would be staying at...
Gryffindor.
I'm joking. No, you're a Hufflepuff.
I've done the test, my friend.
Oh, God.
She's given her name and address and street number to some marketing firm in deepest, darkest Asia.
Yeah.
I've got the letter and everything with the green ink and all.
Well, the SEN statement doesn't really tell. Right. Any other business you want to do at the Martikovs that night?
If we're being fast and loose with the sending and the resets and the rests, then I will obviously send a message to...
Yeah. He does not even reply. Well,
yeah.
in fact, tell me what you're saying. Or is it just to say...
I'm going to kill Esmeralda now if you don't show up.
I will say
We make our attack on Ravenloft in 3 days, I think we said?
Yeah.
From at dawn on the 3rd day. If you wish to help us, you'll know where to find us. We have forces, and we have artifacts of power. And that's it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Anything else?
Can Caspian wield a shield?
Anybody can wield a shield.
Yeah, he's not proficient.
You need
in them.
proficient.
Yeah, he's not proficiency, and I think isn't that disadvantage to attack whilst wielding?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would not suggest that.
Caspian can hold a shield if you'd like him to. He has no melee weapon.
But doesn't he have sacred flames and stuff?
He does.
Then I'd rather he didn't disadvantage himself.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, what can Caspian actually do?
Yeah, okay. So for a full... I imagine a conversation would take place with him.
Yeah.
He has the following cantrips that he has developed and practiced and come to terms with. Sacred Flame.
Radiant damage, which is good.
Ray of Frost. Mending. And Spare the Dying.
I mean, that's actually pretty handy as well.
He has the following first level spells, of which he has 2 slots. Bless. Detect Magic. And Sanctuary.
Okay. I think his priority needs to, as ever, be keeping himself alive. And I will have a very candid chat with him that, well, I'll say in character, I'll say, everything we do, it's for the greater good. We're all going to help each other out as much as we can, but the greatest priority now is for us to defeat Strahd. Don't get into too much trouble. You hide when you need to hide.
I understand.
And then I nod, and I give him a pat on the shoulder.
So. Time passes. You make the prep. You get to Vallaki. You buy the things. We come to 2 days later. And you travel through the Gate of Barovia. You start for the second time in your time in Barovia, heading up the winding, rocky path towards Castle Ravenloft.
DM.
Yeah. Yes, I want to
just
go
before. No, before you jump into stuff, have you given us the healing potions and the items that we pulled off the patches?
No, but you know what they are, and increase your number of healing potions to 11, and then we haven't Discord. I'm not gonna make an item for a fucking window.
Okay.
You had a canoe, a load of doors and windows and ladders, and then just 11 healing potions that trumped everything.
Right, okay. Well, it's just going to be important who has healing potions, right? So, okay. I don't think I have any healing potions, so I can't add any items to myself.
Okay, let me have a look. Can we just throw a healing potion on you?
1 12-foot rowboat.
One 12-foot rowboat. Potion of healing. Open Bartandalus. I have thrown 1 potion of healing on you. You can obviously increase the number and then start trading them around as you see fit. Just gone straight into your consumables.
Cool. I have. Okay.
So, we ascend. Now, this, unfortunately, is as cool as the James RPG is. it is not entirely accurate because it makes the drawbridge. Well, it's not a draw. It looks like it is a drawbridge here, but it is a stone bridge. But yes, it is heavy rain and a storm is in full flow this morning. Yeah, and as you come to the top, you see a group are waiting outside the bridge. Your assembled allies.
Oh god, are we committed to the front door now?
Yep.
We're just gonna have to see all of our allies die rather than have the DM tell us they're dead after the fact.
Oh, so what you don't know can't hurt you?
Yeah.
You wuss.
Oh, let me just change this map to have better vision, sorry.
Also, you say you're going to see all the allies die. We might die first.
You guys happy with that distribution?
Where are we going to be? Leading the way?
No, I think he means potions. He's not on the map yet.
Potions.
I'm people on one at a time.
That's fine. I do have 2 regular potions of healing already on me, so let's say that Ismark gets 2 instead.
Okay.
Okay, so Ismark has 2 potions of healing.
Ez has 1, and Muriel has 1. I have 2.
Sorry, I've just seen you in the chat log of it. Okay,
Yeah.
I was on a different tab. Let's have a look.
And the patches are all on the bag in the bag of healing, right? The bag of holding.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, I've not taken them off yet. Yeah. Okay.
So Ez has how many? Sorry, just because tabs are open.
1.
Ez has 1. Ismark has what? 3? Did you say?
2.
2.
Then Muriel has 1 as well.
Oh, yeah, Muriel. Muriel would try to refuse. She would remind you that she has that little ring.
Oh yeah. Okay. 2 on Ez then, I say.
What does the ring do?
Heals her.
Heals her, what about everyone else around her?
Give it for that's why I was spreading them out originally. Yeah, it's so that she can heal other people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she would take 1 with that explanation then. Yeah. Okay, so Ismark. You see a sorry but determined looking group of guards, and then one young but enormous looking young man who wouldn't have been. I don't think he would have been given Vlad's great sword yet. But look, when you see this guy, you immediately your mind will be drawn to the damage that he could do with a large blade. He's got quite a sorry-looking sort of makeshift spear at the moment, probably taken from, I don't know, some sort of like stout branch. Are you still great swording him up, Halvor?
Say it again.
Are you still giving Pyrowimpel the great sword to
Yes.
run riot with? Yeah, he looks excited for the opportunity. Ismark looks to you all, rains heavy. He's like, is the plan still the same? All of these men are ready to make a stand here and buy you time.
And I will speak, and I will kind of look around to everyone and say, as far as I know, Strahd can't understand or hear what I'm saying. We're gonna make it look like we're leaving, but we're here to fight with you. Strahd, we believe, probably already knows the plan, that we were gonna have this be a distraction whilst we got inside the castle. And so instead, we're hoping that we can catch him out.
I would like to throw one of my bag of tricks. In fact, I'm going to throw all 3 of my bag of tricks before we get any combat.
Can you do them at once? Doesn't one replace the previous?
No, you got 3.
Okay.
I I will say. And actually, I don't know whether over the 3 days I would have thought of this. And I'm just going to say to the guys to one side. Do you think we should still actually summon the owls and make it look like we are still going that way, and then we just come back when the combat's in action? So, like, we still make it look like we are gonna go and do that. When a fight happens, then we kind of like surprise them, like
Could do.
Oh, God.
2, 5, 1. So a giant rat, a weasel, and a panther. A panther's not
panthers.
bad.
I'll keep the panther.
So I don't know if I have creatures for all of these, but I'm fairly certain that a weasel is absolutely pathetic anyway. There is a weasel. So a weasel, a giant rat.
It's so small.
Yeah. And a panther. Oh, panther's
Nice.
smaller than I thought. Panther's just medium.
Yeah, they're small. They're like 60 kilos or less. I think they're maybe even 50 kilos. Like a big dog.
Okay. A logistical thing for you to point out here, Cora, is you can give them an initial order, but it uses your bonus action to change the command for a creature.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm
so
going to
you're
give
not
them the
gonna
initial
change-
order
yeah.
of attack our enemies.
Is it attack our enemies when we attack?
When we attack, yeah.
Okay.
Let's wait for that. They're not just going to go
Um,
charging off on their own little weasel. Off into Ravenloft you go.
Okay. So, anything else that Bartenders wants to say? Or anyone. But obviously he was in the middle of his... They can't tell what I'm saying.
I don't think. Well, I mean, it's a sidebar that I wanted, I guess, out of character, that we would have presumably not looked like we were making this plan up on the spot like we currently are. Yeah, it's whether we still want to summon the owls, use the non-detection to start heading off that way, and then suddenly come back when there's any action on the bridge. And there might not even be any action on the bridge. This is the thing.
The chat are like, get the heart, Weasel! Get to the heart!
I was thinking about that.
What do you think, Halvor?
I think it's probably worthwhile to summon it. We could send them around semi-obviously and just hide for a bit, and then...
Well, we'll have non-detection. If we all stick together, we'll have non-detection, so they won't be able to see us for a minute.
Yeah, but
Although-
we can send the owls around, and there'll be a more obvious, oh, there's something going into the rear courtyard.
But that would be a waste of
do you know
one of
what?
my 3 lots of owls when we could
Fuck
be
it.
there a while.
Fuck it. As plans as ever. Let's just do it live.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
So what are we settled with?
We're just attacking,
Okay.
and then we'll see what happens afterwards.
Okay.
Because it's just one of those things, like, even if it's static and Strahd is scrying on us, it's like static and he just sees this ball of static moving around. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how scrying works, so... Yeah. Okay, do you know what? Yeah, I'm still going to use 2 uses, so I'll tick them off. So even if they don't know what we're doing, they won't be able to see around us if these guys stick close by me. If he is trying to scry on me or Halvor or Cora or Ez, if he has to scry on a certain person, then he won't know what the hell we're doing, I guess. So, yeah. I'm going to use two of the uses to expand the thingy.
So 15-foot radius.
A 15-foot radius. And so I just say to these folks, we should hang back for a moment. Hide. I say it's to the people around me, including Ryan
Yeah.
Fang. I think we should kind of like be further over here, so that a look out. You know, we're not as obvious. In my opinion, let's draw. And I just say, let's draw them out.
Come this way, Panther. And other things.
So yeah, we're gonna kind of go under some undercroft, some I don't know, like in the mists and behind all the foliage and rocks and stuff, and hopefully try and keep out of sight.
What is that? It's the cat!
Oh, there's no way. Is that a fucking cat again?
You fucking cat. Shall I set the panther on it?
Yeah.
I'm going to set the panther on the cat. Go.
Okay. Panther leaps over and runs towards the cat, and as it pounces, the cat just poof, disappears.
Well,
That doesn't bode well.
Just bamfs out in a wisp of black smoke.
So not only do we have to deal with everything else, we still got extra thunder on our asses.
Are you surprised? It's not exactly like we left him in the best of states.
He's probably in there convening with Strahd right now.
I think we made ourselves another enemy.
Oh well.
He doesn't care. He's got 20 intelligence.
So you all want to hang back. Party hangs back.
kind of hiding in the bushes and rocks and stuff, and keeping low and trying to keep out of sight for anybody.
Well, it doesn't really matter now. He knows we're there.
He doesn't know that we're
That's for us.
staying here, though. They don't. We can't be scryed on.
Fucking cat.
Ismark just sort of looks over to you all, waiting for. Oh, what about Ramfang? Is he hiding with you?
He's staying with us, yeah.
Okay.
Can he keep low enough that it looks like he's hiding?
He can
Can you
be
put
commanded to
Muriel on the
lie
back
down.
line so that Ismark and Adrian can be front line?
Yeah.
She is on the back line? What do you mean? Sorry. What do you mean back?
Yeah, although Davian probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, put Caspian where Davian is. Fuck it.
No,
They can always do that if you want.
No, let's stagger them. Let's have them like that so they're not just going to get absolutely fucking done with one AoE. Fucking DM just grouping them all.
That's not
Every
a bad
god-
idea.
Yeah,
Every
stagger him.
goddamn time.
I know, it's just like you did with my beast the other day. Oh, my spiders have got to go next to each other.
Yep.
I was bitter about that in case you haven't got it.
Oh, it's yeah. You fucking get it every time, love. Trust me. Okay, so Ismark, drawing both his swords, just sort of looks across a stone bridge. Originally, their plan was to kind of just make a presence here. Are you wanting them to march on it?
Yeah, I think that the plan will be as it was. They're still going to make a presence, but then they're expecting that our forces are divided and we're going to come in strong.
Oh, I just need to.
And maybe Ismark is actually drawing a vicious +1 flail.
You want? So, did you say you want Ismark to have a flail? Did you?
Yes.
Okay, I can drag that onto him. In but a moment.
While we're here, I'm going to get my spyglass out and I'm going to be looking along the ramparts and the windows, see if I can see any movement.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Flat?
Pardon?
Is it normal? No advantage?
Yeah, I don't think it gives you advantage, does it? It just lets you see further away without disadvantage, I thought.
Sure.
And you're looking up to the ramparts. What the ramparts we have here on this map, or like further behind, like in the castle proper? This is this. I know the map cuts off. This is not Castle Ravenloft. This is like the gate, the walls around the property.
Sure. I'm just scanning along the walls. Yeah.
Nothing so far. Just the light, the cracks of lightning just show sort of grotesques and gargoyles standing there looking down, but you see no figures on the wall itself. So Ismark sort of draws his sword. I'm going to keep saying swords out of habit, but his sword and his +1 flail.
His weapons.
Yeah, his weapons. And just looks grim to his men for a moment and nods and points both his weapons at the gates and calls just like, "For Barovia! For my sister!" And they slowly start to advance. They take only a couple of steps before the large gates at the other end of the bridge crack open slightly before they burst open. And you all hear as rushing and milling out of the gate
Oh my god!
advances out. Just this absolute pile of undead. Now,
can we enter combat now?
Well, this is where the complication comes from. Originally, you weren't going to be here. You were going to see a glimpse of this as you were heading off round the corner. But yeah, these things start to emerge. So this is where we will go into a rather convoluted initiative. But aren't you all initially camping out and letting this happen at first?
I mean, I don't
think... Well, if we saw that, we can't leave them.
I mean, I'll be honest here. I don't think we would have necessarily waited for them to get right in front of them
way.
before.
Well, it's mainly because there's such a fucking long column of them. There was no hidden wall here. You would see, by like this point, they're rushing out. You would see them coming, and you would hear and see that there are still more figures pressing beyond the gate.
Can we roll initiative then?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll initiative now.
I've not got encounter yet.
I am gonna treat. I'm not gonna put these enemies in just yet. I'm gonna treat this as one unit until it gets closer, because I imagine some AoEs might be about to go off that would just make the whole thing a bit more convoluted.
Giant rats first in there.
Oh, that sound is cut off. I need to replay that, but make it a little quieter and loop. Okay. Giant rat commanded to attack our enemies once we attack our enemies.
We're not technically... No one has attacked yet, so I suppose he's not even attacking yet, is he?
He's still looking at you, waiting. Adrian. You didn't change Adrian's weapons, did you?
I had a +1 longsword, right?
Did he? Okay, cool.
No, +1 shield and a +1 axe of returning.
Yes. Okay. Let me just grab one of those axes. They were on our boy Vendrick. He steps forward. Where's his +1 shield? I'll grab +1 shield in a second. With the increased range of these axes, and obviously, you know, since you handed this to him, he would have spent some time practicing and getting used to this. Where are we? +1 shield, +1 shield. Okay, cool. He won't even step forward. He will just target the zombie that is directly ahead of him down the path, and he is going to throw the axe of returning. Wow. And it is not particularly effective. It staggers for a moment. He will then just take a couple of steps forward.
At what point would it be appropriate to shout out at them to fall back?
Speech is free, so you can shout that initially if you want, and then he could have fallen back a couple of steps instead of jumping forward.
Yeah, I probably would shout, "Fall back! Form up!"
Okay,
I'd be getting ready to run over and join them.
Okay, he will lock in next to Parawimple then. Cora, to you. Remember, you can spend your... If you... I don't know, you're not going to change what your animals are doing. They're just going to act when it's their turn.
Well, I am going to also change what they're doing and tell them to hold back until
Hold
they
on one
see.
second. It's your bonus action. You can only command one of them. You can't issue an instruction to all three. That's what I said before.
Okay, I mean, the weasel and the rat are going to die. So my panther, I'm going to tell to hold back until they see the front line attacking from our side.
So, sorry, Panther's instructions are what? Hold back until they see...
To hold back until they see the people on the front line of our attacking.
Okay, and we'll rest with your movement and your action?
I am going to cast Spike Growth.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it there, and I'm going to say, keep back from the spikes! And that's me done for now.
Okay. Parawimple will hold, and he's going to hold his action. If any enemy gets in range of him, he's going to cleave it. He is going to maintain the line where he is. Adrian's fallen back next to him. He's expecting people to form up around his area, which they start to do. The guards drop back. Guards all have spears and shields. They look to try and form a defensive line. Caspin is going to cast Sanctuary on himself.
and probably move back over here.
Yeah. Okay. Halvor, it's you.
I'm going to start running over towards them. And I'm going to use my action to dash as well. Well, let's say I use my bonus action to dash, and then I will action to hold an attack along with the rest of the front line.
Okay. Were you instructing Rhymefang to come with?
Yes, but to be behind the main group, protecting the back line.
Do you want him to dash to do so, or do you want him to move part of the way?
No, yeah, we'll have him just dash in range for now.
Oh! I moved him, and you moved him.
Rhymefang,
no!
Yeah, like there.
Esmeralda. Oh yeah.
The guards have pikes, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I think spears and shields.
There is a difference then.
Yes.
Pikes have a
spears.
range of 10.
Yeah, these are 5 foot reach. Unless you chuck it. Yeah, they're not going to be Spartan. We're not going to be Spartan holding them at line. No.
Okay, that's what I was checking. Okay.
I imagine you would have discussed this in the moment, Esmeralda. Do you want to use some spell slots in this situation? Or do you want to hold on to stuff?
Hold on stuff.
Okay.
I mean, it could be the world's most lightning bolts. But at the same time, might not be necessary, so probably save it.
Okay, in that case, she will also dash to get as close as she can. Can't quite make it this turn. But she possibly... Isn't Firebolt 150 foot? Let's have a look. Firebolt is 120 feet. Let's see... Oh, no. Yep, she can Firebolt. She will, having seen the axe hit one of them, she will try and Firebolt the same one.
Oh, that's so awesome to see it do the range.
Yeah. That same zombie just staggers again. Deviant. Oh, didn't think it'd be quite so many, I've got to admit.
Chilled out.
And he's just gonna... Oh.
I'm gonna shout, hold! Hold your attacks!
And he looks over his shoulder at you and scowls, but then nods. He is going to ready a spell and hold it.
If it's a cantrip, use a cantrip if you want.
Okay, he will also firebolt then.
Cool.
No, he's going to Ray of Frost, actually. He also aims with the same one and hits. Same zombie. Continues staggering. It's not going down easy.
Jeez.
How much? I just want to check something about. I just want to check something about zombies.
Have you made this a lot harder than it should have been?
I'm wondering if in the past have I adjusted the HP for a purpose, and then
Strahd zombies.
No. Okay, that's him.
So what have we got? We've got zombies, skeletons, ghouls, and then the swamp things.
Recognisable in here, you would see there are different flavours of zombies. You see ghasts, you see skeletons, you see a white or two. Just a pile, just pouring out. This guard is going to join up. He joins up. Muriel rushes up behind, jumps up onto the wall for a bit of narrative only, for a bit of narrative better shot, so she can get over the shoulders, and she is going to put a couple. Rapidly drawing her arrows. Oh, the damage is... I pressed damage and it's decided I can't do damage. Damage just greyed out, and now when I mouse over it has like a no entry sign. If I mouse over, does it say why? Let's make another attack. It's very unusual. Hits. See that? That was very odd. Okay, I'll give her one more arrow back. Zombie falls. And she is going to attack the next one.
One down. Good work, Muriel. 7 million more to go.
Yeah, longbow damage.
Okay, yeah, and
good choice.
I knew I liked her.
Down. So Panther had been instructed to, did you say what? Hold back
Hold
with you,
back until the front line rushes forward is what we'd said.
Okay, it remains there then. Ismark steps back, readies his weapons. He will attack anything that comes in range. He swings a Halvor. Weasel, following its last instruction, attacks have been made. It rushes to attack the enemy. It is going to use its action to dash and get a further 60 feet. It breaks between Ismark and Halvor's legs and looks to continue to charge ahead at the next opportunity.
It's barely even in front of the front line anyway.
Yeah. That guard's going to hold his action. Bartanel, it's you.
Okay, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start going spider climbing straight down the side of the cliff. I want to see under the bridge because there's so many times we've been attacked by shit that's under a bridge. Is there anything under the bridge that I can see?
Maybe a perception check.
I mean, is it a particularly
it's dark and shadowy
bridge?
Yeah. Dark and shadowy underneath.
Okay.
It's already a dark, rainy day. Okay. As you look underneath, there's a moment where your eyes are scanning, and there is suddenly a crash of thunder, and a split of lightning comes down and illuminates the underside of the bridge, and you see that underneath is nothing. Under the bridge is clear.
Oh, this guy! Okay, I am going to use Thaumaturgy to make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. And I hold on to my holy symbol as I'm scrambling down and say, "Great morning, Lord, protect us now, and give me the command that I need to guide these troops through victory." And then while I'm running, and that's what I do, and then as a free action, I will just shout, "Under the bridge is clear, clear, clear." And that is my go.
This guard sort of hangs back. We'll call him the relieved-looking guard. Can't get in the front line, so falls in behind the others. Top of the round. The Horde. Moves forward. Right.
Come find my spikes, Horde.
Yep,
yeah.
I'm just going to move them. The distance they would move, and then... Right. What?
Can they move that far?
So move
does it not slow them down?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, is it different? Is it what you call it as well?
Terrain.
Terrain.
So they would move back 15 feet then. Gideon who entered it would have moved half speed. So actually, yeah. So, about to do some maths. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll a full 8 tiles of the movement, please, Cora. And then I'm just going to apply that across all of them. There we go.
I was just working out how to make 16
a total of 45 damage.
Yeah.
That is some high dice.
Damn straight.
So, as they start running over, you describe what they look like. You're fully empowered now. What is it?
As they're running, they are just not looking at where their feet are going at all, and you can just see my vines coming up quick and whipping them in the legs and just dragging them down underneath, and they're just the look of surprise on their faces as they just get strangled by the vines that are wrapping all around them.
Okay. Front row, take 45 damage. Before we get to the end of it. There's no clean way of doing this, but this is a way that you won't be penalised or you won't take any extra... You won't get hit with anything you shouldn't have, even if the maths isn't ideal. So front row, take 45. They don't make it across. They all crumble.
Woo!
The second row would take 41. I'm taking this for each tile moved. 41, then remove 7. Take 36. All dead on that row as well.
Yay!
This is going to get way worse in the next round.
Yeah, when you're going to work out how many they're moving, because they're not all going to move the same amount.
Well, I'm
going to spread out as well.
Each line moving backwards. I'm just reading back through the order you rolled the dice and scaling down the damage for how many tiles they would have moved across, and then I'm going to clear off anything that's dead. Like all the zombies are at this point so far.
I've never appreciated spike growth so much.
Yeah, all the times where you've been frustrated about people running around it, this is the perfect scenario for it.
And
I used it off my own back as well. There was no Halvor. Should we use spike growth? No. Lindsay went for spike growth.
6. Okay, many of the creatures just fall and crash to the floor. Their companions just pile over them.
Nice.
Full Game of Thrones.
Yeah. That is the extent of their movement this turn. We are into
Woohoo!
Giant Rat, who was bidden to attack. He is he 30 feet moving normally as well? Yeah. He also he's going to dash. Joins his companion, overtakes his companion, the weasel, and charges towards him. Adrian throws his axe again from the back line. Misses. Lands behind it, and like the leg or something behind, and then just with that crack, comes back to his hand. Yeah, chatter commented on the fact that I'm not rolling Undead Fortitude for these. Too fucking right. Would be here all fucking evening. Cora, it's your turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to tell my giant rat to stay back until the first creature comes past the spikes. And then I'm going to volley.
Oof. Well, see, Halvor's thing gets more complicated. Volley's fine because you can just target everything and roll an attack on it.
Yeah, but then you still...
You can, but technically it would be an individual attack roll against each one.
I mean, are these things even going to get over the spike growth then? Like,
Most
if they've
of
all
them
just
probably
died?
won't. Some whites might.
Oh my god, this is going to take forever.
For brevity's sake, if you want to, you can target them all and make a single attack with advantage. It will hit all of them.
Okay.
That's great.
I love volley. My abilities are really working out here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be screwed as soon as I get in the castle, but right now things are going really well.
Have you just added more? Are they still piling out?
They are.
Oh, shit!
Anything else from Cora?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Parawimple continues holding. Guards continue holding. Caspin does nothing. Halvor, to you. I'm going to use my sling.
I'm not gonna put my sword away in exchange for a sling. Yeah, I'm gonna continue holding the line with the boys, gritting my teeth as I watch the waves and waves of undead come on.
Esmeralda moves up and fills in, and she will cantrip. The gasp that is staggering over the spike growth at the front. Hits. It collapses and goes down.
Question DM, from when we saw them running, did any of them look like they had ranged weapons, or did they all look like they were in for the melee?
Most of them look unarmed.
Oh, right, okay.
Nothing, you didn't see any bows.
Okay.
Davian will this time go for... Just check the range. Ooh, I don't know if... Yeah. Davian is going to... He casts his hand and a huge globule of greenish looking acid leaps out and arcs across over the spikes and hits, potentially, 2 of these zombies. Yeah, it splashes and a couple more go down. Guards, Muriel. Muriel is going to target. First one goes down. Next one goes wide. Misses. Panther's instruction, remind me?
Panther's instructions were to hold back until the front line go forward from our attack side.
Okay, continues holding back. Ismark, hold his action.
Oh, Weasel.
Is Spike Growth any creature that enters or just enemies?
I think it is, yeah.
Yep. Why can't I move? Oh, because it's not on the thing. Roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles of the damage, please. Oh, no, it's 1 HP. Never mind. I thought I had some. It just, just sputters out. Just disappears. Just falls down into the air.
Weasel!
Yeah. Barthandelus, it's you. The crush continues to come out of the gate. Seems no sign of thinning down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and I'm kind of on the side of the bridge. Like, come up a little bit, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm still out of sight.
Yeah.
Just kind of like moving around. Yeah.
Any action?
That was double movement.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a dash. Yeah.
Okay. Guards hold position. Top of a round. Oh, sorry, giant rat. Do you want giant rat to wait at the edge of the spike grove? Did you say if anything?
No,
emerges?
giant rat was just going to wait for anything to come past the spikes, and when they came past the spikes, he would start coming forward and attacking. So he's staying where he is.
Okay. Well, top of a round, the horde moves forward again. And as they emerge, still more coming up from behind them. There is just an endless stream here.
Wow.
So
I do not think that any of our guys would have survived otherwise.
Yeah, the little force that we had assembled felt bigger for some reason. Even though I know we had like, we've got this and 6 people like, we've got the gang together. They're all going to go. It's like, oh my.
Cora, roll the full amount for me. The full 8 tiles worth of travel. So what is it, 16d4? With
16d4.
45 again, nice.
Okay, so I can apply the same thing. What begins to dawn on you, Cora, is that there seems to be no end to this stream pouring out so far. And you know that this, although it has quite a while, this spell does not last forever.
I mean, it's been, what, 6 seconds so far?
It's been like 12
About 10
seconds.
minutes.
Yeah, but they're still pouring out, and the spell does eventually have a duration. I'm also trying to quickly sage advice. How many zombies lying on the floor until it bypasses the terrain? Because that's also
well, they'll keep growing around them, won't they? They'll keep grow over the top.
That's very possible. Very possible.
And also, isn't it then also something for them to have to climb to even harder terrain? I would argue it's worse for them.
It's very possible. Yeah.
Do they have a climbing speed?
So yeah, more zombies come pouring out and begin to collapse. So,
do you want to cinematically narrate what happens? Because these individual attacks seemingly aren't doing anything. So what point do you want to get us to?
Well, they will continue to come out, and eventually, whether there's a pile, a couple start to get through and are cut down. And it is a very slow sort of attrition thing, but eventually more and more are coming out, and you are starting to see that eventually this is just going to keep pushing over. We're talking thousands of bodies coming out here. And occasionally they're sort of like, stumbling and knocking off each other, and one just kind of, one or two might fall off the bridge. But they are just still continuing to crush out.
I think cinematically, I guess, we're just, as we see this happening, we're taking our time and then pot-shotting ones that kind of like make it over the pile. But even though we know it's still kind of like slightly futile, they're still coming and coming and coming.
Yeah. What would you start? How would you begin to react when we reach a point where more and more of them, maybe like the weaker zombies always go down, but the bulkier ones do start to make it through? And the first, more often than not, they're very heavily wounded and they're easily cut down. But just as more and more are happening, you are starting to get a bit of a force coming through and like pressing up against the first phalanx. And over time, I mean, how long do you want to remain here as well is the thing. Obviously, this plan, you'll be aware of the passage of time with each round that goes on.
I mean, it depends, like, whether there's just like a lot or literally a never-ending amount. Like,
but we wouldn't know because they'd be beyond the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's getting to the point that there's 400 bodies on the bridge and zombies that are starting to climb over the zombies and make it through, we can't hold off another 500 zombies forever, can we?
Well, as soon as I'd noticed more than half of them getting over my spikes, I would recast spike growth further back.
Yeah, so you'd commit another... So what we're more looking at here is time. So you'd commit a second 10 minutes to this. In
I
character,
mean,
obviously.
what other option do we have?
Yeah.
That's up to you folks. This is me purely wanting to know for narrative how long you're making a stand here. Are you going to reach a point where you dip, or you go for an alternative, or are you just locking in and you're going to commit the time and the spell slots to here?
I think we'd obviously have to give some ground and end up, we'd be pushed back a bit, I imagine. So I don't know how that would impact us.
And realistically, how many bodies would the bridge hold?
Enough. It's Magic Bridge, though, isn't it?
Is it a magic bridge?
Yeah,
remember,
you can't destroy it.
Yeah, all the stone
Okay.
of Ravenloft is magically reinforced.
Okay, I guess we're all kind of panicking, and I'll say by this point, I don't know, maybe like Cora's, I don't know whether she's putting Norris up in the air to look beyond, and we just see them still streaming. They're still literally coming out. Are we basically establishing that this is
World War Z levels of zombie? If Cora was to send Norris up, are you?
Well, I'm not
interested in
saying that
Norris
because he
up?
might just get potted out of the.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea right now. I think we can save him for a better idea. I have no problem staying here longer because at the minute my nice second level spell is absolutely shredding them.
You are quickly you have just entirely in like 2 rounds of combat flipped the the kill count for this campaign.
Yeah. I'm quite disappointed that it ended up being relentless because I wanted to position myself under the bridge and use Channel Divinity to try and destroy half of them.
You absolutely can, yeah.
There's no point.
Well, I mean, how endless is endless? How long have we been before we've realised that or how long before we've starting to get concerned that this could never end?
10 minutes.
Yeah, you'd be aware that your spike. Yeah, you'd be aware as your spike growth is imminently about to drop off. That they're still just coming through the gate.
I mean, I would probably send message to Bartandalus and say, this is only a relatively weak spell and it's doing so much good. Should we stay and keep fighting, or think it again?
It seems an unnatural amount. I think it must be just here to keep everybody else at bay. I feel like we have to go on without them.
From the bridge, your side of the bridge, Bartandalus, you see in like the dark sky off down the valley, you see the beacon of Argynvostholt still illuminating the clouds. And it just serves as a nice reminder for a moment that Argynvost's presence is still felt here. And then you see the beacon flicker for a moment.
Oh.
And then go out.
What? No!
And as that beam of light stops shining, it doesn't just flicker like a torch going off. You see like that gap at the bottom, like it's gone off, but the light continues moving. What was left of the light still moves up into the clouds.
I that was completely broken up for me. I don't know everyone else.
Like there's something there at Argynvostholt?
No, it isn't like a torch that goes off. Like the beam, if the beam has been turned off, the light that was already there continues travelling up. Like the light was moving up into the cloud. It wasn't like a floodlight going on. And behind the clouds, you see this silver very rapidly moving through the cloud cover in your direction, Bartandalus.
Oh! Look to the sky!
I will say that I will have been recasting Thaumaturgy, I guess, so that everybody can hear me over the screams of the Horde. Oh, am I still here?
Yeah, I can tell you.
Who did lose?
Who did what, sorry?
We've lost Cora.
Lindsay's saying that everybody's robot voices.
Oh, she relogging?
Do we sound okay now, Linz?
Got ya.
Yep, cool.
Okay. And I will shout with Thaumaturgy.
Look to the sky! I think... Silver Dragon?
With surprise.
What? I'm sorry. What happened? There was a light in the sky, and then it went out, and then what happened?
I think what the DM was saying was that it wasn't that it went out like it being turned off. It's that something was travelling.
It left.
And it left ground and went straight up into the sky, and then a silver shimmer has been seen in the clouds above.
Nice.
We might have an incoming Garganvost.
Coming down, bursting out through the cloud cover, coming down is this sheenly, enormous, ghostly dragon, and it's got these sort of webbed frills over it, and it's very, very elegant. It's like a larger version of how you saw him when he came to you in the library, and it just comes barreling down, tucks the wings in, and just comes barreling down towards the bridge. At the last moment, it spreads the wings and just swoops over, and it just emits this enormous torrent of silvery frost that covers you, Bartandelus, but you feel absolutely fine.
Ooh.
And as the shadow, the light sort of shadow of the dragon passes over, it just turns into Ravenloft's courtyard for a second before hard banking off to the left, and it heads back up to the cloud cover. The zombies are almost entirely decimated. There are a handful of stragglers that still keep coming out. I will tell you now, based on this hard pivot of the plan, that it seems like a perfect amount for you to break through whilst leaving some allies to cover the bridge.
Excellent, let's do that.
Okay. Okay, breakthrough what? As in, let them mop up?
If you
I'm presuming we've been pushed further back off the bridge, but we've got no map anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you wanted to head through the front entrance, you could without getting into combat, or if you now wanted to owl it or do whatever, you still could. There are still handfuls of zombies coming out. It's an amount that I think is appropriate for Ismark and his mates to mop up for now.
Sure. Okay. I will follow the lead there, DM. And I will say to Ismar, I'll shout out, "Mop up the rest! The plan stays the same! We're gonna head through!" And I kind of pop my head up over the wall ledge of the bridge and point at Cora, Ez, and Halvor. I say, "Come on! We can make it!"
So you're going frontal, yeah?
I think we've pivoted so hard on this plan that I don't want us to get stuck in the cinematic for the rest of the campaign. So I think we move forward and, I guess, hack and slash you through the ones that get too close.
Yeah, if you would rather go back door, we can. If back door is your preference for getting in, I'm waiting for certain people in chat to comment on that. Then you can get there just as easily narratively as you will the front door. It would just involve a casting of owls.
I think we should save the owls because we thought I'm hoping that he's divided his stuff.
Yeah.
So let's go front door.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if we were here that long, I imagine whatever division he thought might have been happening, they've already been readjusted anyway. So going through the back door might actually now be the best bet if he's now sent them back this way.
We'll have to make a decision.
It's up to Cora whether she wants to cast owls on it.
I think front door.
Okay.
Okay. Halvor inhaled.
I did. Let's do it. I'm just wondering, are we still going to leave the Martikovs?
So Martikovs were expecting to be there helping his mop up, and then would come up to the ramparts with you when you summoned them.
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine.
Because otherwise, that's a lot of party members in Ravenloft. Okay, let me...
Psych, we bring everyone.
So as you... Yeah, you don't. So the courtyard is just piled with quite literally thousands of corpses that are just lit, just shimmering with this silver frost. They crunch slightly underfoot as you there is no avoiding walking over these bodies. You can't really tell if it was courtyard or if it was grass. Spoiler, you're about to see on the map it was grass, but I'm not layering thousands and thousands of But yeah, you see the gates. You see the castle right in front of you. You've seen this before, haven't you? Let me load you on.
Before we go into this, DM, can I commend you on, given how much we changed the plan there, You've handled that extremely well and in your stride.
In fairness,
Oh,
bravo, DM.
Yeah.
Torches playing up.
Oh, is it all dark here?
It's not quite as dark as it's about to be.
And can I also say...
I did make everything in the eternal night. Go on,
You didn't think we'd
Go on, Lindsay.
finish the
You were about to compliment yourself.
Well, no, I think that we did exactly the right thing by changing our plan. We actually still have some people alive that are with us, whereas we totally wouldn't.
Yeah.
Right. To save overly fiddling, because when you're inside the castle, it will be illuminated how it is. You can see around. It is looking very dark here, but let me just throw. I'll just throw.
It's pitch black. I can't see.
Yeah,
There we go.
There we go. Is Ramfang with you, or is Ramfang on the bridge?
Nah, Ramfang would stay on the bridge.
Okay. What about your rat and your panther, Cora?
Yeah, I'll bring my panther with me.
Okay.
I will have Angelo out as well, please. Well, I'll have him on my shoulder so you don't have to move him around if you don't want to.
Okay,
for now.
cool. Yes, you see the doors of Castle Ravenloft ahead of you. So you approach. It is still pouring down. I've just not got it on the
DM, with the number of monsters that we just killed, have we just leveled up?
No.
Surely.
We level up at the front door. Okay. Right, back into serious game mode now.
Where are
Covered
you,
it.
Batty? Batty's not on our screen.
I'm here.
He literally is. He's right in front of you. He's walking around you.
Oh, I can't see
We've not
him.
got him.
It's okay, we're going... Oh, actually, do we have to open this up, or is it a different map when we go inside?
It's the same map, so I guess all of you reload. Yeah, someone just put only Cora levels up. Someone said her back door.
I'll take that.
Someone else said I'm a fan of 2 in the front, 1 going in the back. That'll be a shocker for Strahd.
Hey, it's Batty.
Hey, it's a party.
So, the ornate outer doors of the castle stand fast, flanked by fluttering torches in iron sconces. Yes, so far that's all you get.
Everybody alright?
Yeah, I think that went better than we could have expected.
Bit out of breath, but that's about it.
My current plan, thinking that you were leaving, you were just going to, as you were on what you thought were spiders scuttling away, you were going to look back and just see that horde piling out, and we're just going to assume they're dead. And then a period of time later, I had a transition ready, one of those like scene transitions with, meanwhile, on the bridge. I'd have that quite narratively. It's never going to happen now, because you just got fucking mucked in with it.
Right then.
Okay. Can you hear the music, by the way? The ambient music is...
I can hear ambience, the thunder and lightning,
Thunders.
but I can't hear any other music if there's something playing.
Oh, I know why it is. Yeah, it's because I have outdoor and indoor storm playing at once. There we go.
I will take a moment and prestidigitate all the gore and stuff off my face and stuff like. My body's still kind of covered in the spatter from undead, but I'll clean myself up and clear up a little bit my companions. But we're still covered, I guess, in grit and grime and guts.
Zombie juice.
Yeah. All right.
Guess this is it.
Don't get scared now.
Remember, I've traded bros with him briefly before. Listen to my calls in combat if I signal to you. This is where you now should know the feature of keeping your fated ally alive up until the point where you may be fighting Strahd. And I'll allow this to be called at your discretion, if it's done in character. Once per round, as a free action, Esmeralda can give one of you advantage on an attack against Strahd.
Nice! Only specifically when we're targeting Strahd?
Yes.
Okay.
So she has her sword and axe drawn. She's not got for the rapier, she's got the silvered short sword out.
Yeah. Alright. How long do you think we were fighting for, Dan?
Cora recast Spike Growth, didn't she? It didn't run to its full duration, so we'll say 15 minutes.
So in that case, the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind is still in effect then. We are still shielded for 1 hour, so another 45 minutes.
Yep.
Nice.
You guys are ready?
Did you recast Spike Growth, Cora?
I said I was going to, yeah. I don't think I actually did. Shall I do that now so I've not got it?
That's alright, I've just ticked down the spell slot for you.
I will remind everyone, as we're walking across the line, stay close to me. For now, Strahd shouldn't know we're here. In theory.
The doors swing open before you, Halvor,
Oh, fuck.
as you step up.
I was getting ready to slowly reach out for
No.
Fuck!
The doors in front of you suddenly swing open, revealing another set of doors you remember beyond an alcove, 20 foot back.
Or maybe he does.
Oh, Esmeralda. Panther. Has Panther just been sticking with you?
Here, Panther.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out onto Halvor and cast resistance, as he's our frontliner.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and keep on top of it, which gives him. Once before the spell ends, you can roll a d4, add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice. There we go. So you can roll it before or after making the saving throw. Just in case there's any traps and shit.
Okay. Overhead, in the vaulted entry foyer, you remember from last time, in each corner, a statue of a dragon glares down at you, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
Not again.
We need to tread carefully. We don't know where there's gonna be booby traps. We don't know where there's gonna be magic traps. Just be careful.
I check for traps.
Maybe it's perception check. My God, we've checked for traps so infrequently that I can't even remember how it works.
He hasn't put any traps in Ravenloft.
No, plenty of traps. You have to stand on them. You're also, and I know you're not going to just meta it now, so I'm happy saying it. You are the only group who I think have made it this far with a cleric in the party, and have never tried to scry on Strahd. There's so many mechanics about that, and this group just never ever has.
Because
we didn't think there's much point, really.
Yeah, well, no. The problem is having to have that spell prepared. There was always something else I needed to do. This is what I was saying to you about the next thing, the next campaign. Having scrying and stuff is such a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Okay, Halvor, make a perception check. You searching the door specifically for traps?
Yeah.
The door seems a large double set of dark wood, very polished, ornate doors. You see no sort of snares or wires. Looking around, you don't recognise anything. You know, you've set off a few wards in your time in Barovia. You don't see anything that seems to be a ward.
I slowly reach out a hand and grasp the handle.
I'm going to step out of sight just in case something on the other side.
Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches in iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the face of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay.
Keep an eye on those
Read the
gargoyles.
following. The Dusk Elf Rahadin nope.
Woo!
Because obviously the book doesn't have like a when you first go there for dinner and a when you go back set.
Fuck you, Rahadin.
So once you enter Halvor, double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which in the past you heard the sound of an organ.
I remember that we went south when we came to dinner.
Let's make a point of... Does the door shut automatically?
Yeah.
Let's make a point of making sure we're still close enough together that we don't get divided.
So, our priority has got to be the tower, right?
Which is the stairs, surely.
I think it's... Well... It could be. It could be more central and then a different staircase.
Upwards has to be in the right direction, you'd think.
Well, we could at least get to our ramparts, maybe. Up? What do you say?
Good as plan as any.
I nod. Keeping an eye on the gargoyles, just in case there's any movement.
Yeah, we've had a run in the gargoyles before.
Yeah. Anything that's a statue in here is probably going to try and attack us.
Massive stairs.
That's the description. That's like a Paul Hollywood instruction, that. Just bake it.
Massive stairs rise to a landing 20 feet wide by 40 feet long. Halvor quickly deduces with his keen engineer's eye. Stone arches support a ceiling covered with frescoes 20 feet overhead. The frescoes depict armoured knights on horseback, their finer features faded beyond recognition. Dust floats in the air. At each end of the south wall, Halvor, you can just make out, a staircase rises into darkness. Between the staircases are twin alcoves, each one containing a standing suit of armour covered with dark stains. Each suit of armour clutches a mace, the business end of which is shaped like a dragon's head. Words engraved on the arches above the suits of armour have been scratched out.
So does this imply that they are from the Argynvost crew?
I examine. Without touching.
I will help him.
Great. As both of you step up in front of the statue.
Oh no.
You just feel at the moment it just makes you go, oh, inwardly, Halvor. Your foot sinks in slightly. And there is a click.
Oh shit.
Well, it depends actually. Halvor, do you weigh more than 40 pounds?
No.
The statue takes a step forward, flailing its arms and wielding its mace. Can Halvor please make me a DC 14 Dex saving throw? You take...
Oh.
Ooh, hang on. I rolled that normally. I have advantage because of danger sense.
Okay, roll it again. The mace... cracks you... Oh, Esmeralda, sorry. Esmeralda took the damage. Oh, sorry, she rolled it. Halvor, you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. You notice as you stagger back, it hasn't come to life and attacked you. It was a very specific, clinical mechanical movement. It took one step out, bent the knee slightly, and just swung this mace. And straight away, it then just retracts the exact same sort of movement and slides back into its slot. It would seem that it is not a creature that has been awoken, but it is a mechanism that has been triggered.
A very rudimentary trap. A donker. Dunk.
Yeah.
I say, oh, fuck!
And I cringe.
Turns out there are some traps.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't roll high enough that even my resistance could help you. That was real fucking weak, Halvor.
Whatever you do, don't step near these statues.
Is it worth... As much as I'd want to get moving, is it worth taking 10 minutes for me to have something of detect magic up? I don't know what's going to be more useful. Me keeping you resisting...
Basically, resistance is a concentration spell, or I can have detect magic up as a ritual.
I also have detect magic as an innate spellcasting ability.
How many times can you cast it?
Once a day.
And you don't have anything else that you need to concentrate on, right?
Not currently.
I would say save it for now. I think it's handy because we might want that for a very specific moment.
True.
It's quite immediate. Whereas, like, for me, casting this as a ritual, it doesn't cost me anything. So what do you want more? Do you want me to constantly have resistance on you? Or, I mean, I can use resistance and guidance where I can give you a d4 on ability checks as well. Or do we want detect magic up?
I think we're probably going to want to... Well, I suppose... How long does it last?
Detect magic lasts... Can't remember, it's been a while since I've done it. Lasts 10 minutes. Takes me 10 minutes to cast, and then it lasts for 10 minutes.
I think the idea of standing here in a corridor for 10 minutes is crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
As much as I would like us to be able to see.
The meta is great, but the RP is like, we wouldn't stand here. No, that's fair. Okay. Let's just keep our eyes open then.
Come on, let's go up.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so you're heading up the staircase. When you get to the top floor... Are you all just following up these steps? Okay.
Yep.
Can you move Halvor up there, or does it tell you that because it isn't an active scene you can't yet?
I just didn't try.
Okay.
Let me move up there.
So.
Does this feel like it only goes up one floor?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Tireless.
Well, you ain't gonna. Oh yeah, before you came up here, yeah. You can say you cast a Tireless. I was like, hey, wait, listen. Dim light. So as you go up the steps, you start to see a large hall stretching out before you. Dim light from. In fact, let me just show you.
Oh, nice.
Dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window in the west wall. This immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness. Empty iron sconces dot the walls. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs drape the hall, hiding the ceiling from view. Directly across from the window stand a set of double doors in the east wall. Farther south, a single door also leads from the east wall. Staircases at both ends of... Oh, you've come upstairs heading down. At the far southern end of the hall, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The high-backed throne faces south, away from most of the room. There is something else in here that is not on the map. Let me just take us back. Crouched next to the throne is a figure. Another figure leans, arms folded against the wall, off near this door. They are not pleasant to look at. They're clearly a pair of werewolves.
Have they seen us?
Their eyes are fixed on the staircase towards you. These werewolves do not look like any werewolves you've seen before. They are twisted. Well, one of them less so than the other. Here's what one of them looks like. And it is large.
Is this the better looking of the two?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
The other one looks like this.
What happened to its face?
Okay. Does this have a look of like the demonic thing that was in Berez? Does this look like it's part demon?
The demonic thing in Berez?
Yeah, that we were fighting in. We were fighting with the witches, and it was like smashing through walls and shit.
No.
Okay.
No. So yeah, that was one of the. Oh, what was the name for them? That was the Angry, and they form the Sorrowsworn. I think. No, it's not. It looks like it clearly is a werewolf that has been changed in some way. My voice mod,
some sort of blood moon type thing.
Very possibly. It's time, Venizit.
Very good, very good.
No, it's not time.
I told you, Vorador, you'd get to have your fun.
The one that had been crouched sort of stands, looking. Sorry, one had been leaning against a wall, sort of looks a bit excitable.
Come forth. Come, come, come. We relish the chance.
And the white one, you can assume by the fact that he is referred to the other, more fucked up one as Vorador, who you knew was the younger brother. You could assume the white third one is Kirill.
Do you see what has become of us?
And he just stands up and rolls his shoulders slightly and just gives it pretty much a flex. A very slow flex as he draws himself to his full height.
Strahd's blood magic has made me powerful.
It's made you ugly.
At what cost is your alliance with him?
Where is Cora on this map? Oh, under Barthandalis. Okay, sorry.
I can't see Bartandless or Ez.
I can't see Ez.
Halvor can't see me.
Can't see Ez. Ez is next to Barthandalis.
I can. Well, Halvor is immediately.
All press
Oh, it's still going
F5.
F5.
Change places.
I'm presuming every time we go onto a new scene, we should probably all just hit F5.
I agree. So what did you ask him, Halvor? At what cost is this power?
I asked him that.
Did you? Sorry, Cora. Yeah.
The same as it ever was. To serve. To hunt.
And you think a life of servitude is worth it?
It has served us well so far. We come
To
here
be
now
his dogs?
for you. For that.
And he points a long talon at the sun sword in your hand, Halvor.
Don't fool yourself. You're no more than his pets, his dogs to be used at his will.
He values us. We can tread where he cannot.
He uses you.
And we use him. Look at me, silly girl.
He could click his fingers and take everything away from you. You'd be better to join us. You'd be better to fight for what's right and what's good and your freedom.
Vorador starts forward a little bit.
Is it
How tall are they?
They are as tall as, like, they are large size. They are about 12 foot. They are like the ones in the winery.
And how high were these vaulted ceilings?
20.
I would charge forwards.
Oh, okay. If we're doing combat,
Oh, Halvor.
as you take that step forward, you just see Vorador's like, and he seems like he has relished this opportunity. Let's all roll initiative.
So the white one
Is Kirill. The black
Kirill,
one is Vorador.
Okay, Kirill was the boss, right? Oh, can you roll thingy on there as well?
Angelo.
Angelo.
Oh no, Angelo, you are the mystery man again. I thought we had fixed this. Let me change him. Images, tokens, circle tokens. I forgot what we'd used for him. I'm going to use anything but fits for now. Angelo, you are now a knuckle-headed trout. Okay.
Focus on one of them.
Cora. Oh,
Focus on
what's this?
Borodor.
Oh, yeah.
Is Vorador the dark one? Sorry.
Yeah.
So Cora,
Okay,
you're up first.
I will listen to the words of Bartandlis, and I will place Hunter's Mark on Vorador in that case.
None of the dice are clearing off my screen, so they're covering everything at the moment.
That's part of Ravenloft's magic.
Nice. And now I'm back in. Ooh, but the music has now stopped for me.
And then I'm going to attack him first, obviously.
Okay, go for it. Hits.
And again. And I'm going to stay here for now.
Okay. If that's your turn, end your turn. Are you... click end turn?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. The arrows both take Vorador in the shoulder, but then he immediately, as he takes the two in like his left shoulder and he sort of turns back with it, he immediately continues the turn and drops down to his knees and charges forward with some sort of legendary speed as he uses Mauling Pounce, clearing the distance next to Halvor. In fact, no, you'd go up to Halvor, and he is going to make an attack. That was, where are we? Mauling Pounce was 2, and it just makes a claw attack. Misses. Kirill makes the same burst of speed and closes the distance. Let me just tick off his. And he is going to make an attack, a single attack against Bartandalis. Will you do anything as you see the swing coming in?
No.
Okay.
Is Bartandalis next to me? I might need to
You
refresh
can't
again.
see him.
Yeah, Bartandalis
Can't
is there. Oh, targeted
Jesus
both of you.
Christ.
Oh, thankfully it missed Halvor.
What did it hit me with? It hit me with an 18.
Yep.
Why is it hitting me with an 18? I've got I've only got 16 armor at the moment.
What did you change? Did you take something off when you were putting new items on and it dropped some AC from something?
Shouldn't have done. I've got my arrow catching shield. I've got my half plate armor.
Ah, the shield. The shield doesn't have... It has armor class written in the description, but the armor class was 0. So now, when I close
so
this...
1 minute, if I equip... There you go, I've equipped my Shield of Lathander, but we'll just have that as the arrow catching shield.
Okay, yeah, cool. So that did not hit then.
Well, it does, 'cause it's on
Oh, yeah,
my
of course,
AC.
yeah.
So I will use shield.
Okay, take it off.
Yeah. Where are you? There you go.
Okay. So, yeah, you shield it. So your AC is now, what, 23 until your next turn. So now, after his legendary actions, it is now Kirill's turn. He is going to... Yeah, he's going to continue. He's going to first strike out with his claws at Bartandalis. Okay. That is a start to the combat.
That one I do not block.
Yeah.
Whoa!
What?
I'll take that.
Hold on, let me just check that.
Take that all day
No,
long.
no, that's it. Leave it.
Take it.
Oh, hold on.
That was a lot of ones.
Was it? Right, okay. I thought I'd set it being
Four
really
ones.
tough. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Right, that's fine then. Can you
Distracted
make
by
me
my
a,
shield.
Yeah, can you make me a DC 17 strength saving throw, please, Bartandalis? Don't know why I didn't prompt it from you straight away.
It didn't.
Yeah, I thought like had I like mistakenly dragged a claw from like an actual wolf at some point. You are knocked prone, and then he follows up with another one, which will be advantageous because you are prone.
No, stop! No, double crit.
Yep.
Oh my fucking god. His crits don't do that much damage, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, a little bit better.
Okay, that's him.
Not gonna lie, glad I took that toughened feat.
Esmeralda.
Stay on Vorador!
Okay, yeah, he does nothing there. Esmeralda is going to rush up, brandishing the silver sword, and you see Vorador's...
Try it!
And she is going to attack him. She is going to go, unless you disagree, with a silvered short sword all 3 times.
Yeah, go for it.
Hits.
Would we not see what one effect has before we decided if she was going to keep doing it? It's just going to keep stabbing.
Well,
It's 6 seconds,
it hits
so.
it, yeah, it hits and wounds. Oh, last one misses. And then she will move around to try and get a bit of a flank on. That's as far as she can go. Vorador will, as she attacks him, Vorador will swipe at her. This is legendary action, which just gives him a claw attack. So he swings out at Ez. She... Let's have a look, 12. She will shield that. She casts shield and the blow just glances off her. But it is his turn. You all see the... In fact, no, you see the wounds. After he'd been hit by the arrows, the wounds were starting to close over, and then as Ez's sword goes into him, Halvor, you notice up close, but the healing just seems to stop. He does not heal. But it is his turn,
Nice.
and he is going to attack Esmeralda. He is going to bite her, or attempt to. Fails, and then he swaps and he lashes his claws out at Halvor. For a nat 20. These boys are machines. You have nothing you
Music
can do.
stopped for me, by the way.
It should
It's
be
like
looping
you've
for everybody
saved
else.
up all of your good rolls for this.
Is the music playing for Halvor and Cora?
It just started
Yes.
again.
Oh,
Then.
I didn't do anything with that. So yeah, the claws go across Halvor. Halvor, please make me a DC 17 strength saving throw, or you're prone. And Halvor, you're up, and then Bartandalis. Oh, let me add Angelo into initiative, actually. I don't think he is he? Oh, he only shares your turn, doesn't he? What was it? You are prone. You get... Oh, actually... Remind me, didn't your shield give you immunity to prone now? Or was that just... Oh no, it was being shoved. Yeah, it was just being shoved. You're immune to shield passion. So yeah, you are prone, but he has nothing else he can do with you. That's him. Halvor, it is you prone.
I will use half my movement to stand up.
Oh, actually, sorry. Before you do, just want to check something. Yes. Kirill makes another rapid slash out at the prone Bartandalis. Doesn't hit 23 though, I don't think.
It does
Oh,
not.
it is.
No,
Oh,
it does.
It's 23. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, sorry, now it's you, Halvor.
I am going to use some movement to reposition and
you're getting up
start
first, yeah?
flanking. Yes.
I have to get up.
And then I'm going to say to Vorador, this, and brandish the sun sword. You want it? I'll give it to you. And I'm going to strike out at him.
Yes! Cut! Cut me! Please me!
You missed me, you stupid fuck. Anything else from you? You useless fuck knuckle.
I will try and knock him on his ass. I'm going to shove him.
Oh, okay.
Nope, 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 nope!
It is safe to say Vorador seems particularly unhinged compared to his brother. No, there are no legendary actions. Bartandalis. Sorry, I'm guessing you've nothing from you, Halvor. You've clicked on, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Barty, it's you.
Question, DM, because how I initially read it isn't now how I'm sure how it might be taken. So I was deliberately saying to attack Vorador so that we were fighting him, and not to fight Kirill. Would you consider us to be fighting if we have not fought back?
You're in combat with both of them. Attacks have been thrown. I don't think anyone has specifically attacked Kirill, but they've been attacking his brother and ally next to him, and he's definitely making violent intent on you. What are you?
Okay.
What are you? I can't think what ability you're thinking of.
Charm monster. But it says if you it must make a wisdom saving throw and does it so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which is why I was saying don't attack Kirill, attack Vorador.
I would say he's definitely fighting you.
Well, this is my thing. It's like we have not shown aggression to him because we have not fought him yet. So that was kind of
I would definitely say that we are fighting them.
Right. Okay. That changes things slightly. Okay, then start with, can he do me a DC 18 wisdom saving throw with disadvantage?
DC 18? What's changed? It was
That's my spell DC.
Was it? I thought it was 17. Oh, okay.
Spell DC, that is 17 for when I hadn't leveled up, maybe.
Oh, yeah, of course. Could be, yeah. So what, he's making the...
Try to get his name, yeah.
Oh, that's not right.
So it's the disadvantage, but I don't know whether he has advantage.
I don't know why that was so... 7. You know that he is Kirill the Bloodletter.
Kirill the Bloodletter. Okay, Kirill the Bloodletter. Then I am going to stand up. Okay. Sorry, it's a last minute change now that I realise that that isn't going to work how I wanted it to work. Okay. Right, I am going to stand up. I'm going to reposition myself around him, kind of like floating around. I think that's my full movement.
It is, yeah.
And then I am going to... Kirill Bloodletter. And I am going to cast Fear, which is a cone attack. And it looks like it's gonna hit Angelo, but that's not the end of the world for me. But it is gonna get those guys. So as I'm using a resonant before you roll for Kirill. So one of my resonants now with Onomancy, because when I level up, I can change it out. Bear with 1 second. Kirill, I have the Devastation. So if the spell requires the named creature to make a saving throw, the creature has disadvantage on the first save it makes against the spell. So he has to roll again and has disadvantage on it.
So that's on Kirill.
Oh, that's on Kirill.
Oh, it just rolled it without even giving me the option to...
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it already done.
Well, the spell washes over them. And they both just start laughing for a moment.
Okay.
They are both immune to the frightened condition, unfortunately. You see that the magic has worked. You see the magic get through, like sort of leach into the mind, and you see that sort of cloud, and for a moment in the eyes of them, where normally that's it, it's worked, but they just look amused.
Okay. That's me.
Okay. Cora.
I'm going to try and keep focusing my attentions on Vorador. Going to take a little step forward so I can just keep Kirill within my sights as well, but I am going to fire on my Hunter's Mark target.
Okay. A very different music choice of this fight, by the way, but I think it's quite fitting for the two beefy big boys. I was originally going to go with that big remix of the Street Fighter boss music I was loving for a while. Yeah, hits.
Not too bad.
Anything else from you?
Also, I have still my bonus action, and my panther should be around somewhere,
yeah,
right?
your panther. Yeah, let me bring panther back onto this scene for you.
Oh yeah, and it's where's
Yeah, Angelo.
Angelo as well.
Angelo's right here, mate. Can't you see him?
I can see him. He's just not on the combat tracker.
Oh, yeah, we said before he shares your slot, doesn't he? So do you want to?
Oh right, yeah. I mean, he's scared at the moment. If he does, he get scared of me?
Yeah, he succeed. Well,
I mean, he doesn't not have the frighten. He's not immune to frighten.
yeah,
so
yeah. He's not. I guess he is. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Well, I would like my bonus action to command my panther to attack the darker coloured werewolf first.
Okay, that's a really good command because once he dies, the other one will still be the darker third living werewolf. Okay,
Yeah.
let me. So Panther's on. Panther would have attacked already, so I'll let Panther have a free attack because he's basically missed around there, hasn't he? Okay. Anything else from Cora?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Not the turn yet. Kirill is going to find himself between Bartandalus and Halvor, and Halvor wielding the Sun Sword at his brother. He is going to make one claw attack against each of you. He's going to first strike out at Bartandalus, and he goes with this huge sweeping blow. It misses, and he carries the momentum of it and tries to put his claws right into Halvor's back. Nice. Then he's going to step around a little bit to get behind. Try and get more behind Halvor. It's Esmeralda. She's going to step around behind Vorador and give him 3 silvered short swords. Second one misses, and the third one hits. You all hear slightly muffled barks and shouts coming from beyond this door. That's Esmeralda. It is now Vorador. His wounds do not knit over. He is going to just, seeing this caught between the Sun Sword and the Silver, he fixes his eyes on Ez, and he is just going to all in on Ez. First tries to bite her. Hits. That will... Shield will not help her. And then he lashes out with the claws.
What the fuck?
Shield would help her. That time, I think. Where are we? Yeah. So she will shield again. The second one just pushes her back against the wall for a second, but the shield carries on around her. Halvor, to you. Bartandalus, you're soon. There is a panther between you.
I am gonna start off by trying to shield bash him again. Ah, these rolls.
Vorador, you're bashing, yeah?
Hmm.
You're not fighting recklessly, are you?
No.
Okay.
Ooh, I win. Okay, he's proned.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start trying to stab down at him whilst he's on the floor.
As you, someone I'd forgotten till now, but both Bartandalus and Halvor, as you're doing this, as you're putting your weapon down towards him, Halvor, just like a drip of blood from your wounds falls to the floor, and you see Vorador's eyes follow it, and then his grin wide, and that kind of just like the more kind of retracts back up his snout even more. He looks delighted at the blood that has been spilt. Oof. Big hit.
Still thinks it's hilarious.
Even if he's writhing, and you're getting the smell of just the smouldering fur and the flesh and the sun sword just going in again and again, he's still laughing his fucking head off.
I reposition slightly.
Okay.
And that is it.
Is Panther continuing? Cora?
Yes,
Yeah, cool.
Panther is going for it.
Before it does, Kirill will swipe rapidly and advantageously at in fact, let me take it off properly on here. That should have ticked off now. Hasn't ticked off, that's why. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that for some reason. He lashes out at Halvor with renewed energy. Now he has remembered that blood has been spilled. He's almost gotten some sort of frenzy over it.
Fuck!
Okay.
Oh dear.
Panther leaps up. Would you want it to be preference between it biting and clawing? I think the damage is... bite is more damage.
Then bite, please.
Yeah. It's weird that it has the
Finally.
option between the two when it doesn't also have multi-attack. Why would you ever pick the claw attack unless it was something I'm not...
Oh, is it not if it knocks something prone, it gets a free claw attack or something?
Yeah, it runs 20 feet and then makes a claw attack.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
if they're
knocks them
prone,
down,
it can
bite.
yeah, it can bite as a bonus if the enemy's prone.
Yeah.
Ooh, Vorador is prone, isn't he?
Vorador's, yeah.
Yeah, so that
Ooh,
bite,
nice.
that bite
Oh,
would have been
actually-
advantageous. Let's do it again in case it's fishing for a crit. In
If
fact,
he
it
was
could
prone,
it
he
could
wouldn't
claw.
have advantage on his swipe.
It wasn't him who swiped it. Was Kirill.
It is
No, it
Kirill.
was Kirill.
So actually, what that means is, because Vorador is prone, the claw would be with advantage. Well, both would be advantage, but it can claw with advantage because he's prone. But then, although it doesn't have... Oh, sorry, Halvor. Although it doesn't have multi-attack, it can bite advantageously as a bonus action because the enemy is prone.
Nice.
Nice.
Go Panther.
Okay, Bartandalus, it's you.
Okay, I am going to...
Oh, sorry, but before you do, Esmeralda gets a disadvantageous, well, a regular actually, because his blood frenzy cancels it out. A flat swipe against Esmeralda from prone, which hits through her shield, and she must save or be prone. This is a messy fight. Sorry to interrupt you there, Bartandalus. Let's see what she gets. Ez is fine. Okay, now it's Bartandalus, sorry.
I look to Cora. It's like, who are you going for? Because I'm well aware that she will have disadvantage on that man there now.
Vorador!
Okay. I'm gonna... Why is it not letting me move?
Are you on the targeting thing from the previous... your measurement tools?
No. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to move closer,
Oh.
and I am going to start looking like I'm going to cast something in front of him, but I am using the help action to grant Cora advantage on her attack. So I should cancel out
The first
the
one.
disadvantage.
Why do I
Yeah.
have disadvantage?
Because he's
Because he's lying
prone.
down. Range is disadvantage.
I mean,
things that are lying down.
is he? I mean, does it matter because he's a large creature?
I don't think it changes it besides.
He's also super, super close. Like, if I can't hit that, when I can hit things
Them's
600
the
meters
rules,
away.
But your first one has been... your first one is not going to be disadvantageous because of the help action that Bart's given you. Or, go up and start swording. And then they're all advantageous.
Yeah.
What's going to be, Cora? Come on.
Well, it's not a turn
sorry.
yet.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yes.
It's
yeah, so that's the action from you. Oh, but
So that's
now
my
it's...
action.
Angelo.
I am. Yeah, I'm gonna. So Angelo has to do a Wisdom saving throw. DC 18. Good luck, Angelo.
Oh, you roll that for him, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, it was a nice thingy, but
Thanks.
no, he's just basically flying off. Then he's just pissed off.
Yeah, don't take him down. Don't teleport him down. Leave him there.
Was it a free action to dispel him?
I think your codex will say. Are you looking at just getting rid and repopping him, are you?
Well, I know it's an action to repop him, but I'm just thinking to get him out of combat for now. I'll decide whether I'm bamfing him out. But yeah, that is mine and his go.
Okay. Cora, it's you.
I'm going to keep going with the arrows on Vorador.
Okay, so first one is regular. The next one's disadvantage. Nice. Which arrows are you using?
Just the normal ones at the moment.
Okay. Blood is pouring freely from multiple wounds all over Vorador. Still.
He's crazy.
Tell me how you kill him.
Yes! Fuck you, Vorador! So as he's laughing, I can just see his mouth wide open, and he thinks he's being super clever. So I just go straight into the back of his mouth, hit through his mouth into his brainstem. He just drops
into his brainstem. Nice.
I think you'll find that's what's behind there. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Okay, thank you. Oh,
Nice.
yeah, as my bonus action, as soon as that's the end of my turn, can I move my Hunter's Mark onto Kirill? Cool, then I'm done.
Okay, as you do, Kirill just lets out a horrendous roar and very, very swiftly strikes out at the nearest person who looks wounded, who is Bartandalis, and he makes an advantageous swipe. 17, I'm guessing shield can't do shit for you with that.
No, sir, it cannot!
You weren't still prone, were you?
No.
Okay, make me a DC 17 strength. Oh, yeah, what are you concentrating on? Oh, it's popped on from fear, hasn't it? But
Fear.
Oh, yeah. Right, is this a... alright, let me close that one.
Strength for you to get prone or not.
Okay.
Oh no, that was so that was concentration, and you are on your arse.
Shock horror.
It is now Kirill's turn. He just steps.
Oh no!
He just steps to with the swipes, and he is going to swipe twice, advantageously at the prone Bartandalis. Oh fucking hell!
It's like I'm not blocking that one either.
It's a crit.
Oh,
no,
no.
it's 29 crit. Fuck me. And he comes in with a second one.
No, don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do it.
Are you reacting to the Warden Flare?
No.
Oh, okay.
Shield's always going to be better for me. Nope. Not guys. Unless he rolls all
Just
ones
goes
again.
absolutely mad swiping.
I'm down.
And you just see Bartandalis, his head just knocked back onto the floor. But that is the end of his turns.
Have feed upon you all!
Stop asking me about Vorador's legendary actions. Here's a spoiler. He hasn't fucking got any now. Is he not shown as 0? Bit weird that it keeps prompting. So, Bartandalis is out. Esmeralda.
I'm presuming, knowing werewolves, given that Cora's bow is not silvered, Esmeralda would finish Vorador with some silver to make sure he doesn't come back.
Yep. The very first thing she is doing is sticking... it's not going to cost an action. It is just, as she's stepping back, a very clinical, just dip in with the silver sword, just to make sure. And then she is going to...
It could be one of her 3 attacks
Step
anyway,
up.
couldn't it?
Sure, okay. It's one of their 3 attacks then. So then she's going to... Makes the other one on you. She is going to... Yep, she is going to just silver sword Kirill twice. First one hits. Second one misses. And she will try and step around a little bit more. Vorador does not stir. He, having taken silver damage in the last round, has no regeneration and remains still. Halvor, it's you. Bartandalus is dead.
I'm not dead.
He's
I'm unconscious.
dead still. He's dead still on the floor.
I step towards Bartandalus, and then I'm going to try and shove Kirill as a bonus action. Bastards! Jesus Christ.
Just the shield, just all the horrible spikes and just growths coming out of him, just scraping. Go on, let's go animate. They spark against the shield a little bit and he pushes back. He's not going anywhere.
I'm going to use one of my attacks to make another shove attempt.
Oh, okay.
Going for more!
Ah, that's way worse.
Let's see!
And then I'm going to...
You're rattled, aren't you?
So weird when the music stops.
You turn it up a bit because it's just dipping down.
Yeah, it's just quiet.
It's a piano a bit, and then it comes back in with the crunch.
Fucking useless!
And he immediately responds to you with a swipe.
Yeah, no, I have it turned up.
Sorry, keep tapping the swipe off fucking hands and using the claw attack. Just burning all his legendary actions by mistake. Okay. Was that the rest? That was the end of your turn, was it?
Mm-hmm.
The Panther, I'm happy. I'm not going to say the Panther would keep continuing the dead thing. It would know that it's dead and move on to the next one.
Yeah, Panther.
So it will make its claw attack. Oh, I think that's probably a... Oh, Mrs. Hal. Fucking Halvor getting caught in it. Okay, hanging off him. Bartandalus. That before Bartandalus does, it's going to make another swipe. This time, advantageous against Esmeralda. Misses. Bartandalus. You are on the cold tiles of the dark audience chamber, the lightning crackling through the window, Vorador bleeding out next to you, this huge beast Kirill just absolutely, just the mad Wolverine style left, right, frantic scraping with these talons that went into you, just to remind you what has just gone through your stomach and your chest. You are looking at those sort of talons. Will you please make me your first death save?
No.
And tell me what's going through your mind, having come this far, only to then go down to these unexpected brutes. What's Bartandalus thinking?
Come charm monster if I can't use it in combat.
I guess there is a conflict. He sees the crack of light, in and out of conscious, the crack of light. There is the conflict of who is going to claim his soul, whether it's Velsharoon, the Morning Lord, or Tenebrous. And he is instilled with fear at that thought.
Okay, make the save.
It is not a good start.
Okay.
Please don't crit me.
Cora, it's you. Sorry. Kirill does have one more legendary action. Because he's used all his one-cost things this turn. He's going advantageous on Ez again. Wow, another miss. Okay, now it's you, Cora. Apologies. Yeah, it's you, Cora.
It's me. Sorry. We were discussing who's going to help Barty and who's going to attack. I've got my hunter's mark on him. I'm going to attack him.
Okay. If you go down... Fear is not concentration, is it?
What? Concentration?
Fear is not concentration, is it, Botanilis?
Well, it failed.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it didn't matter anyway, was it?
Oh yeah, a moment won't be effect drop off Knuckle Boy.
Wouldn't he be
he'd
bamfed
actually,
when
yeah,
unconscious?
Of course. And you'll be bamfed. What's happening to Kirill? Kirill getting hit, yeah.
Nice 26. Sorry, 27.
Numbers, how do they work?
I have no idea, apparently. I'm going to move forward a little bit.
Okay. Is that all from you?
Yes.
Okay. Kirill has no legendary actions left. Kirill, his wounds do not knit over. And he seems to redouble his efforts on Esmeralda, despite the Sun Sword being waved in his face. I also didn't make... Oh, I missed twice. So first claw attack against Ez. Advantageous with a blood pouring off her. That would still hit through shield, so she shan't. I need Ez to make me a DC 17 strength saving throw. Don't know why it isn't triggering it for her.
Esmeralda did hit Kirill with her short sword.
Pardon?
Ez did hit Kirill with a short sword.
I know.
With the silver, if that's why he was.
That's why I
he
said,
was
having been hit by silver, he does not regenerate. His wounds do not knit over.
I thought you said they did.
No, they do not. I scrolled up and checked. So Ez goes to the floor. So the next one, not that it really matters, but you're advantageous anyway. He attacks again. Nat 20.
Oh, God.
He is slicing through her. It is his turn. She is on her back. She sort of has these claws rake across her. She twists and sort of attempt to initially gracefully, but it ends up being quite sloppy. She's getting up onto her knees. She makes her first attack from her knee as she's getting up. Pardon?
Well, she's not disengaged. She's fucked, man.
You're more foot next to her.
Yeah, but she could go there and fucking drag me away.
We'll just take an attack opportunity then. Oh,
Is she disengaged?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's getting in. It's werewolves. She hits 1, 2. Last one misses. But
Does Esmeralda not get a blood rage on werewolves?
No, she does not. Halvor, it is you. Oh, but sorry. Fucking legendary actions, man. He will claw again against Esmeralda.
I thought you said he'd run out.
It resets on his turn.
Oh, right, yeah.
At the end of his turn, which went on to her. I didn't see what the attack roll was. Did not see. I'll say no to shield. We'll see. Oh, yeah, 28. It would have gone through it anyway. Yeah, Ez looking bad. Now it is Halvor, I apologise.
I'm going to try and shove him again.
Okay. Are we going for prone?
Good God, these rolls.
Oh, to think I wanted to turn you. What a runt you'd have made. Ah!
So many ones. Oh God, all the ones.
Why did you say that, Cora? Is that you, John Wayne?
I guess that's it.
Is that me? Okay. A panther. Misses. Bartandalis. As you lie there... Oh, sorry, at the end of Panther's turn, Ez is getting another swipe. Okay, yeah. Bartandalis.
Sorry, I'll skip my turn.
You feel yourself slipping closer. You feel on the edge of your vision. Don't know if it's actually happening. Is it just your mind sort of filling in the blanks and starting to manifest what you worry about, but you start to feel these lingering presences on the edge of your consciousness? Will you please make me your second and potentially last death save. The figures draw closer. You begin to feel very cold, but very, very relieved. Maybe soon you will be with Claudia and none of this will have mattered. Or maybe not. Maybe something different. Maybe something worse and more horrible and terrifying. But hopefully, maybe you'll be with Claudia. Top of the round, Cora.
I'm going to step forward and give a healing potion to Bartandlers.
Okay, so that is your action.
It is indeed, if you'll let me.
Are you rolling it?
I'm just trying to find it, sorry. Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, yeah.
Not bad.
Take it.
Then I'm going to step back a little bit, and I can't drag Bartandless or anything, can I? Because that's an action.
Correct.
Then yeah, I'm just going to step back to where I was before and finish my turn.
Okay. Kirill. He does not heal. But before it's his turn, he is going to strike again at Ez. He wants her out the way. That will hit through her shield. Oh, bad rolls. He seems really, really frustrated with her. He does not heal. And then he is going to spend his full turn. Oh, she should have... in fact, it doesn't matter, but the mechanical effect of being prone are negated by his blood frenzy. So he is going to just continue wailing on Ez. That still would have gone through shield. No.
21
that wouldn't have gone through shield, no. So that one does not happen. So what was she on before that? 10. Pop back to 10. So first one misses. He makes another one against her. (24, 17). That would have gone through still, yes. So that one hits. And Ez goes down. He turns.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Finally!
But that is the extent of his turn. Esmeralda. In fact, I'm going to roll it again privately because you wouldn't know.
Roll what again?
Oh, did you not see the roll come up?
What, the 7? For what?
Her death save. It was her turn.
What, on the
straight
moment
away.
she goes, oh god,
It was her straight after his attack. Oh yeah, she
terrible.
didn't just drop and go into like...
Yes!
I rolled it again private and it was also a fucking 7. Ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, she is out. Halvor, to you.
I am gonna try a bash again.
I mean, that rule could work, Bartandless. It would be great if you got a nat 20 and just chumbawumba it.
oh, yeah.
So you're trying to athletics. You're trying to shove, are you?
Nope. Attack.
Okay.
Oh, stop trying. Oh, it's pitiful.
Christ.
Pitiful
I've never
little
seen such a
shit.
bad... I'm gonna refresh the page, and that's the end of my turn.
You're refreshing the page.
Yep, because when you relog in, it regenerates your RNG.
No, it doesn't. What is it?
Yes, it does.
When you hold up and B, your chance of a Pokeball catching works.
No,
When-
I'm serious. When you log in, it generates a string that will be your rolls for the night.
What? He's kept this to himself.
Yeah, too right.
Halvor, when you're logging in and you're at the password screen, if you push up, down, left, right, Control, Alt, Delete, you can do the level select. We can skip to the heart of the tower.
But also, why does the string that is your roll for the night make it any more like you're gonna roll anything else?
Because that string's clearly not doing him very well, so he hopes for a better string, which will be kinder.
Well, who knows? It could have been that the next rolls I was going to
It
make
was.
were 20s.
It was going to be
Yeah.
20s all the way. But now you're back to ones.
Before it's Barthandelis' turn, he will now strike out at Halvor. Oh, misses. Okay, Barty, your turn. You are brought back from the brink violently and have this huge slavering beast above you still.
Yeah, I am going to disengage along the floor, creeping, sitting up against the wall. And that would be my go, I guess. Not much else I can do.
Okay. Cora.
I've got to step in with some silver, right? He's not been attacked by silver yet.
Yep.
I'm going to step in and attack him with some silver.
Ooh. He's about to get some fucking regen then.
I've got my... Oh, my hand has warning's not silver, is it?
No. You have a silver dagger.
I do have a silver short sword.
Oh, yeah. You can use that.
But it's only offhand that I've got the roll.
Well, you're holding it in your main hand at the moment, aren't you? You're not expecting when you were dual wielding.
It's the same, but it'll be a +5 on the damage.
So do I just put +5 in?
If it hits, yeah.
So +5 on that. Oh no, on the damage, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go the same again. Oh, and I missed.
He seems livid at the presence of more silver all of a sudden.
I'm staying where I am because I don't want to get in check opportunity. Unless he's already attacked someone else with opportunity, has he?
He has not reacted to anybody.
Yeah, I'm staying where I am.
Okay.
You can take a hit. Take a hit.
Alright, thanks.
No, you'll be fine.
No, I'm alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what? So he doesn't get someone else?
He will not heal, but he will use his last remaining use of swipe this turn to lash out at you. You are not wounded, so it is not advantageous. There are no elements to absorb here, Cora. You can close that off.
Shame.
And it hits.
I attack the element of claw.
Two single drops of blood fall from you as your temporary HP are gone, and you're now at 106 of 108. And yet, as Kirill's turn now starts, it is enough. And he starts to lash out at you with the same ferocity, Cora. First one misses. Second one. Does not
no.
Crits.
That's a shame.
Can you make me a DC 17 strength saving throw, please? Oh, no, was it 17? I think. Let me just double check. Make me a strength saving throw either way. Yeah, 17. Or be prone. You are so prone.
Ah, shit.
Esmeralda, lying on the floor. I'm going to roll her death saving throw. Okay. Halvor, it's you.
I'm going to say to Halvor, I was like, Halvor, let Cora stay on him.
Oh,
Help us.
Also, his legendary actions have reset now after his turn, and he's going to swipe at Cora, advantageously.
Why can't I see Cora's health when I hover over her?
I don't know, I can't. Can you, Halvor? Well, those
No.
UI bugs. That's very strange, because with all it... Yeah, I'll have a look at it again now. But there's no reason that would have been taken off.
I've still got it on mine.
Well, yeah, you're the owner, so presumably it's something that's... Okay, hits Cora. Right.
Stop it now.
What's your health looking like, Cora? I have no idea.
I've got 3/4 left.
Okay, cool.
They're hovered by owner. That's weird. Now hovered by anyone. Remind me in Foundry chat, please, Halvor, to change that on the actor before next week. Because as soon as you go up a set of stairs, it'll lose it. Okay, so yeah, Halvor, it's you.
I'm going to cautiously 5-foot step my way around
I thought you said cautiously
Kirill.
shove.
And I'm going to use the Estus Flask to heal Esmeralda.
Ah.
She regained 8 HP. Unless she was already dead.
She was only yeah, she could have. I like to think the DM would have not let you waste it.
Yeah. Yeah,
All the potion for the Estus Flask just falls out her mouth.
Yeah, it just pools in her dead throat.
And that is it, really.
Okay.
Kill
So
steal
she
from the panther.
regains 8. She regains 8 HP. Excellent.
Absolutely not.
And he just rapidly swipes back at her. She's still prone. And she's wounded anyway. That is not so much shield. She is straight back out.
Okay, that's fine.
Jesus.
It's fine.
Yeah. Panther. Yeah, Panther attacks. Although kill steal, perhaps a little optimistic at this stage. Cora. Vorador took some fucking big damage in very rapid succession. Okay, Bartandalis, it's you.
So far, the Panther's dealing more damage than I am, so...
half my movement to stand up. Just let me double check something. Within 30 feet. Okay. And I am going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Oh, okay.
And so Beacon of Hope, well, for the immediate, any healing done will be maximum number of hit points, and everybody has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws.
Ooh, okay. And is that that's just AoE, or is it?
That's up to 30 feet, and it choose any number of creatures within range. So yeah.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
And then I'll say, leave her. No point getting her up again. And then I will 1, 2, 3 with the rest of my movement. And that's my go.
Okay. Cora, it's you. Ez roused, but then just immediately near enough punched head first back into the concrete or into the marble.
So I am still going to go with my silver. So I'm going to do 2 silver short sword attacks on him again.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh. It happens to happen eventually. Remember your +5 when you do it, did you?
She did not
I did not +5.
Okay, I'll add another 5 to him.
Thank you very much. Nice.
Anything else from you? Oh, what's this?
Yes. So these were all my offhand attacks, but I can also now get the hand axe of warning out with my on hand. What's the proper term? I don't know.
I would
Normal
have presumed
hand.
that you were using the sword. I know the short sword was built for offhand. I presume you were holding that properly.
Well, it's still a short sword offhand attack is my go-to with that. So I don't know.
Okay.
Her other hand is now holding her hand axe.
Yeah. Whatever hand you want. I'm ambidextrous.
Not really. Ambi
bitch.
sinister. He will respond with his last this turn. Legendary Claw.
The claw.
Oh. And then it is his turn.
Oh no.
He has been hit by silver. He does not heal. But he will claw at you twice. First one hits. So remind me, what's the AC for the next one?
Still can't see Cora's hit points, by the way. I can see her name, but not
No,
her hit
that's
points.
weird because I've changed it to... Oh, sorry. I changed display name to hovered by anyone.
Yeah.
About half.
Always, you say hovered by anyone. So yeah, I went in and changed the wrong thing before. You should see them now.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's your AC now, Cora, after multi-attack defense?
-4.
-4. Okay, he makes the second one. -4, advantageous. Still hits, I think. Yeah.
Fucking silver! Give me the silver, you horrid little bitch!
Esmeralda. Oh,
With advantage on a saving throw.
Yeah. How does that work when I'm manually rolling it? I'm just going to roll it twice and take the largest of the two.
Phew!
Yes.
You didn't do them privately,
Okay.
by the way.
Nah, it's fine. Okay, yeah. Halvor, it's you. Actually, no, it isn't yet because his turn reset. So Kirill's going to slash another a claw at Cora.
No, stop now. No, no thanks.
This guy is furious.
Holy shitballs.
Fuck off,
Cora,
man.
Cora looking bad. Now it's Halvor.
Cora is looking
sorry.
bad. I was doing so well like 2 rounds ago.
What's going to be Halvor?
Gonna go back on the offensive and start by trying to shove him. That's terrible. And I'm gonna try and stab him.
Why do you keep trying? It's not going to work! It's never going to work! I am strong!
Are you not targeting him?
Can't even attack
so
me
I'm-
right, you silly little shit.
Might be. 18 still is, right?
18 it does hit, yes.
Yes, neither of those are targeting him.
Okay, so what, total of... Was there any extra bonuses on that, or was it just a flat 26 he needs putting on him?
26.
Okay. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Okay. Panther.
Come on, Panther. With his silver claws.
False.
Did I forget to mention that?
Yeah, you did, funnily enough. Bartandalus, it's you.
I will cast Prayer of Healing at level 7.
You have 7th level slots?
I do now. I have a level. I don't have level 7 spells. I have a level 7 spell slot.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was what?
And so I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing, and as we have Beacon of Hope up, they get maximum hit points. So everybody heals 61 hit points.
Nice.
Give me a second before you click that. Because even with multi... I just about seems crazy.
So
That at
Prayer of
level
Healing.
30... Oh, yeah. But I'm more thinking of the slot. I'm thinking at level... When spells only go to level 9, and you only get 1 slot even at level 20, at level 13 you have a level 7 slot. That seems...
But I only have level 4 spells.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing.
That just seems crazy to me. Cool, okay.
So everybody
Mr.
gets...
Mr. Def's in the chat, so I imagine he's already fucking crunching the numbers. Haven't heard me say it. Yeah, 13th level, 1 level 7's passing mad to me. Okay, cool, the big heals go out.
Well, I'll not roll it Because...
Well, you don't have to. You said because of what do you call it?
No, it's just prompted me to roll it.
Oh well, what I'll do is don't worry. I will just. So is everyone getting it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can target.
Apart from Kirill.
Oh no, really?
I can
have
just
already added it to ourselves.
cool. I can just target you. Press 61. Click up. Esmeralda.
69 hit
61, click
points.
up. Panther is fine. A big clutch heal that. Okay. Anything else from you? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Something has been pointed out in chat.
Oh.
Let me just check and make sure I'm not thinking of the wrong. I'm not looking at the wrong thing. Prayer of Healing has a 10-minute cast time.
Shut the fucking front door.
It does.
Oh.
Let's take those 61 down. Obviously, you can choose to have done something instead.
Yeah, I would have choose to have not prepared Prayer of Healing as a spell.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, fuck me, because we used it last time.
Sorry,
I didn't
Halvor,
realise
you just done it
was
yourself,
cast.
sorry. I've just killed you, Halvor, for that, I think.
But also, I'm not sure how much health I had now.
Well, I'll
because-
just take 61 off you.
Well, no, because I wasn't 61 down.
Let's see the last time you took damage. While Bart's working out what he wants to have done instead.
Fuck.
I mean that heal is still much better than you risking a short rest in Ravenloft. I think that still has an application in here.
Yeah, but I just wasted the whole Beacon of Hope for a spell slot to get the max heal, which was
you
now
going
pointless.
for a combo.
Yeah.
Halvor in the chat log. So Halvor last took damage. Jesus Christ, he didn't get hit for ages.
1 minute.
What the fuck did Halvor last take damage?
Kirill doesn't like women. He's a bit of a anti-feminist, so he's been attacking them.
Here we go. So you had 93 health.
Okay.
So set yourself to 93.
Right. DM,
Yes.
with your permission, can I take out Prayer of Healing as my prepared spell and put in, for a weaker, but put in Mass Healing Word instead? Which I have as a cleric.
Sure, but then it just means,
Oh.
yeah, but obviously you won't have access to prayer later if you want it in like a downtime. So yeah, you're swapping.
Oh, yeah, no, sure,
something
yeah.
else. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just switching them out. I wanted an in-combat big heal, and I didn't realize Prayer of Healing was a thing. Right, okay, 1 second. So instead, okay, Mass Healing Word, not going to be anywhere near as good. I was like, why would you ever pick Mass Healing Word then when Prayer of Healing is so much better? And that is why. Okay, so instead, well, it's already ticked off my level 7, so I'm still going to go with it.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll cast this at level 7, and instead, it's going to be 1d4. So all that 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 16. 25.
Healing what to everybody again?
Yes.
Okay.
That's okay.
Better than a poke in the eye, but not as good as 69.
Well, I was nearly putting 225, so that would have been great.
Are you adding them in DM, or do you want us to just amend?
It looks like Halvor
We've
has
done ours.
himself. I will apply. Oh, not 2,561. 25 to Esmeralda. Cora's done hers. Are you not included in that bot on the list?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay, I'll put yours in then. 25. Done. Okay. Anything else from you? I'm conscious of the time. I feel like this can be wrapped up this evening still, knowing his HP, as I do.
Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, well, can I... So I stood up half my health,
Yep.
half my movement from here.
Yep.
Actually, no, I'd already moved it. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to use my action, because Mass Healing Word is only a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my action to grant advantage, to help. Yeah, just going to do the help action.
On Cora?
I will do it for Halvor. Halvor's the bigger
Okay.
damage dealer, right?
Okay. Cora, it's you.
Okay. Am I still prone?
Yes.
I would like to not be prone, so I would like to
Half your
stand up.
movement is gone. You are no longer prone.
That is great. And I'm still silver short swording and hand axe of warning. So yeah,
Okay,
silver
go
short
for
sword
it.
first.
What I forgot to roll before was Esmeralda's Constitution saving throw. Yes, Esmeralda's not exhausted. So yeah, first one hits.
And again. And hand axe.
Yeah, the blood's flowing from him.
Yeah. Screw you, dude.
He does not heal, but he does attack Cora twice.
Of course he does. You twat.
First one hits. DC 17
Multi-attack
strength
defense.
saving throw, please.
Oh, hold on.
And then he will make it again, -4 for his next attack. If you have multi-attack defense in.
Oh no.
Next one also hits. So Cora is just swept off her feet and two just claws gouging and she's back on her back. Back on her back on the floor. That is Kirill's turn. Esmeralda, who is jolted back again, shakes off just the heavy fatigue of being in and out so much. And then she is going to get up and she's going to attack with a silvered short sword 3 times. First. Oh, it does hit. That wasn't going to be a miss then. Oh, no, sorry. I hit damage on that one. Let me just fix him. That's 12 back on for him. And she's going to attack a 3rd time. Silver weapon strike. It does hit. She just goes for the triple stab in his side as he's bearing down on Cora. That's in. Halvor, it's you. Remember, your first attack is advantageous. But Kirill's turn. Kirill's turn has finished, actually. So he will give another swipe at Cora and this silver. Oh, very low dice. Okay, now it is you, Halvor, sorry, and your first attack is advantage. You were targeting Cora, weren't you? Or yourself?
No.
I don't see any prompt. I don't see any prompt
It's
here.
above it, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Hits. Okay, tell me how you kill him.
Nice.
Nice, well done.
As he is swiping out at Cora, I'm flanking him round the side, and I'm going to come in and stab upwards into his rib cage with the sun sword, and it just kind of sizzles with its radiant fire as it goes in.
He is absolutely going to lurch to you and grab you by the elbow and pull you in a bit more.
You haven't got a chance. You can't be overcome.
And he makes a couple of like feeble attempts to like lean forward and just go for like a killing bite, but you can, the life's just going from him. They're so telegraphed that you just can like lean away and just shove him off. And Kirill, having received a lot of silver damage this turn, also slumps down to the floor.
I rush over to Cora and be like, "Are you okay?"
I wouldn't say I'm okay, but I'm alive.
Thank God you're always so persistent and tireless.
Yeah, I might try and be a little more tireless right now.
I'm gonna... These windows over here?
They are.
I want to look out. Can we see our people on the bridge and stuff? Does they look okay?
Yes.
I think
they're
this
still
is
mopping
fast-paced,
up.
right?
Yeah, they're still mopping up some enemies. Might be there a little while longer. But yeah, you can see them in the far distance, and they seem safe.
Excellent. Awesome. Go team.
Oh.
No.
It is
What's
at
happening?
this point we will pause for a week.
Oh God.
Have you
Well, that's
enjoyed?
definitely a long rest, then, isn't it?
Have you enjoyed your entrance to Castle Ravenloft?
Yes.
Enjoyed. Interesting term.
It's been fucking brutal.
I thought we were doing so well at the beginning. Like we took on the Horde with such amazing skill, and then got the shit kicked out of us by
That-
2 werewolves.
Well, that combat you just did, I ran many simulations, just like simulations. I kind of disregard CR a fair bit, but given how well you play, I go off the feel of the combat. That fight was against 2 CR13 creatures.
Oh.
Piece of piss.
They were both Loup Garou from Van Richten's, but reskinned.
Yeah, I think there's a variety of missteps from me in that combat. Oh my god!
It was Juan who pointed it out, and then I just said, "Juan, you just ruined his whole fucking day right there." Straight away, Mr. Death goes, "It's only fair for tanking our campaign."
I think, the realizing that Charm Monster wasn't going to work how intended. I think it very much has to be a pre-combat kicking off. That if I tried to get it in.
If you were chatting, it could have, yeah, but Halvor was once more into the brief. I had so many monologues. All my monologues are just ruined.
Oh, I thought that was going to go very differently. I couldn't see Bartandus' token. I was planning on slowly stepping forward more and more before then engaging, so that if they tried to get past me to the others, that I could at least attempt at centering them to stop them getting there. But then I refreshed, and Bartandus was right next to me and was already dying, basically. So, also a string of 20s, the like of which Harrison has
shit.
never rolled before.
Wow, that
was
I mean,
the
there's a lot of
only thing
advantages
that-
though. You had like
Yeah.
advantage on pretty much every attack.
Yeah,
You also
on-
did a
once-
string of 1s, which didn't help you.
It's exactly the same as the
God,
last time you got
rolls.
this in the swamp, where Blood Frenzy, someone that doesn't have full HP, have an advantage against it, and multi-attack, and legendary action. Like, they had some really interesting legendary actions, but the best thing that made sense of them to do was just the cheapest one, which was a claw attack. They
The
also...
amount of times it felt like they were using the legendary claw, was absurd.
Three times. And also, they had, you'd never realised, because you didn't try anything for it, they both had legendary resistance as well. They were tough boys, but yeah, you absolutely trounced them.
We were lucky that Voldemort went down first.
It did not feel like we trounced them. It felt like we were hanging on by the skins of our teeth, to be honest.
Good. And so you'll pick up next week in exactly this situation with this little HP.
Go and sit in that chair.
In the middle
that
of
ominous
Strahd.
chair.
In the middle of Strahd's castle.
That
So,
obviously cursed chair.
Yeah.
a very fun session for me.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thank you everybody for an excellent session. And I will
Thank you
see
everybody
you
for
all
watching.
week.
next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.